What's goody, what's goody, what's goody, my peopleizations? What's goody, my peopleizations? Let's talk about it. So, now the 8 division world champion, legendary iconic Filipino superstar boxer Manny Pacquiao chose to go in a different direction. He is going to choose to fight 4 division world champion Mexican superstar boxer Mikey Garcia in his next fight. Where does that leave Terence Bud Crawford? Where that leaves Terence Bud Crawford to have to choose Showtime Shawn Porter, 2-time welterweight world champion superstar boxer. That's where that leaves Terence Bud Crawford. Now, one has to ask the question, why would Manny Pacquiao choose Mikey Garcia over Terence Crawford? As legendary promoter, top-ranked CEO Bob Arum, who promotes Terence Crawford, he stated that they have over $50 million on the table and that Manny Pacquiao could stand to make $40 million and that Terence Crawford stand to make $10 million. So guess what? Is Manny Pacquiao going to make over $40 million to fight Mikey Garcia? The truth have to be told. Guess what? We deal with facts over feelings over here. Now let's beg the question, right? We got to ask the question. Do y'all believe that Manny Pacquiao stands to make over $40 million to fight Mikey Garcia? Or was there $40 million ever on the table for Manny Pacquiao to fight Terence Crawford? Because I find it very hard to believe that he would choose to fight Mikey Garcia, even though Mikey Garcia is very well accomplished. Mikey Garcia is just as accomplished as Terence Crawford. He's a 4 division world champion. He's unified in multi-divisions, okay? Is he as good as Terence Crawford? No. Is he undefeated? No. But why would you fight Mikey Garcia? Why would you choose Mikey Garcia over Terence Crawford and over $40 million and over a title? Because guess what? You got to take this into consideration. Mikey Garcia does not have a belt. Mikey Garcia is 2 fights removed from a bad loss to Errol Spence, losing essentially every single round. Mikey Garcia struggled with Jesse Vargas. So why would he choose Mikey Garcia? The path least resisted, but the money don't add up. We got to understand he's not going to make $40 million to fight Mikey Garcia, okay? Even though it's the path of least resistance. Let's get into this today. Was Terence Crawford duped in this situation by Bob Arum once again? Once again? Let's get into this. Before I do that, do me a favor, my peopleizations. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Let me greet all my peopleizations as you enter the building. God's greatest, Dimitri Coleman, Miami Snoopy 305, Usain 007, Brothers UK, Sir Davis, Terry Smooth Jr., Vince Williams. On the mic with my brother Terence Bailey Sr. Go subscribe to my brother On the Mic with Terence Bailey Sr. Mr. Nacho Cheese 100, Ketty Peach 504, Be That Bitch, Peace and Blessings Queen. How you doing? Where you been at for? Haven't seen you here for quite some time. Warrior Class the Third, Christopher Schaefer, Clayton Smith, KF Harris, Jorge Guerrero, Kamel Page, Kevin Munnings, Will Smith, Jay Flame, Rex Jamal, Letteron 6, Geo James Khalil 98, Drew Titan, my brother Drew Titan. Go subscribe to my brother Drew Titan in the building. Jeffrey Lopez, Stephen Francos. We got Platform TV, Movies, and Music. Jazz Adams, Demetrius Hogg, Dwayne McMorris, Big Snack Pack, my brother. NBA D Nice, Steve Brooks, Bumpy Thompson, my brother. Chris Garcia, Alfonso Corsi, Mike Rhyme, Big Lakeshore, Jacob Brown. Salute. What's good with you, King? Boxer True Serum, Eddie Golf's Club, Christopher Myers, Spaz Leany 44, Bleakside, Big Zoe, John Walker, Johnny Q, Chaz 313, Jerry Alexander, Bobo in the building. We got my brother Bobo in the building. Why am I skipping names? Why is it skipping names on me, my peoples? Let's see. Gavin Washington, Stan Swoosh, Opiant LD, Johnny Q, Alan Turner, Jack Diamond, my brother, Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens. Go subscribe to my brother, Boxing Conversation, Reggie Owens. Reggie Owens, you already know Reggie. Please drop that link so the people can know where to find your channel. Mr. Pac-Man 216, Stephen Taylor, Thomas Reed, Amos Lagoon. Why am I skipping? Why is it jumping on me? It's jumping on me, my peopleizations. We got my brother, CB Sports TV, Carl Burrell in the building in that super chat. He says, salute, King Crawford is a fool for Bob Arum. Got him again. Pacquiao was never going to fight him. Smash the like button, everybody. Hashtag LDBC. Yes, sir. Taylor Bell, salute. LJ NTJ 909. William Bowles, salute. Makai Ransom, salute. Loyal to the game boxing talk, salute. We got my brother No Juice in the building in the super chat. He said Jerron Boots Ennis, April 10th. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute to my brother No Juice in the building in the super chat. Yes, sir. I can't wait for Boots Ennis fight. My brother Raider Time in that super chat. Salute to my brother Raider Time showing love as he does always, every single time. He says salute to you, King. Appreciate you 1,000% coming through, studding up, and showing me some love, man. Holding down the peoples. Jeffrey Monroe, my brother in the super chat. He says super sticker. It says super sticker. Salute to you, King. I appreciate you 1,000% coming through, studding up, and showing your boy Blue some love, man. Platform TV, movies, and music. My brother in the super chat, he said, just on GP, because you hit me with that salute. Oh, you already know. You family. We got to show each other love. That's the only way we can do it. Huh? We only do it one way, is to show each other love. That's what we do here. So let me go ahead and continue to greet the people before I lose those super chats, because for some reason, I lose the super chats. Uncle Mayor, Dow Howell, Chilltown Majors, Tunnel Vision, Christopher Myers, Matt Money, Marvin Banks, my brother on the mic, Terence Bailey Sr. Drop that link. Anthony Kyle, salute, Push Jackson, Alfred Petaway, Keith James, Jerome Purtle, Lamont Blake, Jamil Allen, Mr. D Mayor 777, Austin Grant, New Fat Boy Fitness, James, Anthony Ingram, Southern T Boxing, my brother, Buddy Roll 5, salute, Southern T Boxing. Drop the link to your channel so people can know where to subscribe. Great boxing talk you got going over there. Go drop the link to Southern T, man. Drop that link, bro. Go subscribe to my brother Southern T Boxing. Ivan James, hashtag 716 talk. Salute DP Rocker, Carlos Santiago, Gavin Washington, Kimberly Broughton. Peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? E Double, salute. David Hambone Hamilton, Bleak Side, salute. Said he said, my brother, salute. PLG Ski, salute. Tyann Scott, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? John Moore, Albert Harper, PGH Big Dog, what's good with you, King? Makai Ransom, salute. TB Rice, my brother, what's good with you? Loyal to the game boxing, William Bowles, salute. Taylor Bell, my brother, salute. Adam Ruiz, King Jr., salute. King Vasky, Chantel Hill, salute. Johnny Q, Robert Pitt, salute. Bossman KD, Mario Copeland, L1 Fail, salute. Saad McLeod, salute. Mark Wunderlich, salute. GT Entertainment, Brian Cousins, salute. Who else we got? Jack Diamond, Hex 617, salute. Thomas Reed, salute. We're going to get into this today. Terrell Grace, Ofo, salute. K. Carl Russell, salute. Trap Media, salute. What's good? Free Smoke, Chappelle Show 56, salute. Who else we got? Who else we got in the building? Who else we got? Ronald Bucum, salute. How you feeling, man? December Winter, salute. Peter Arroyo, salute. Nanya Radira L, salute. Hope I said your name right, King. RJ Willis, my brother, salute. Skinny Hardaway, Thomas Moreland, whatever, man, salute. Rampage Jackson, salute. Fast Lane Jones, salute. My brother Bish, B Megastar in the building. What's good with you, King? If you got sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, little cousins, friends with kids, have them subscribe to KK Penton TV. Bish, make sure you drop that link. Alice Carrillo, salute. Ricky Tiki Tavi, salute. Rich Porter, salute. Reginald Fields, Joseph Brown, Joe Brown, what's good with you, King? Iki Elundu, salute. Bama Jeff, 79, Montreal, Virginia Beach, Willie White, salute. Tyrus Pierce, salute. Anthony Kyle, salute. My brother Bumpy Thompson in the building. Ahmad is Ahmad, what's good with you, great brother? What's blazing in sports? Dre Finest, 7 trillion, what's good? Orion Beaton, salute. Adrian Vet, salute. He said it won't let me. Go to your channel, copy it, and then paste it. Little G313, salute. Anwar Willis, salute. Big E Gambino, what's good? Salute. We got my brother Chris in the building in the super chat. What's good with you, Chris? He says, salute. Crawford versus Porter is an excellent fight. Absolutely. The problem I have with it is that he don't have a choice but to take this fight. King Swisher, Pull Counter Boxer, Cedric Battles, C. Gore, salute. The problem, Devontae Pickett, Ernest Brown, Christian Hines, salute. Larry Gonzalez, salute. Take Your Cut, salute. Salute to my brother Yukub Brown in the building in that super chat, showing love. Salute to you. Antique Music, salute. Lynn Hickson, salute. Pink Meadow, salute. Jelani Everett, my brother, what's good? Dwayne Freeman, salute. Elias Ademica, salute. 3 up, 3 down, 10. What's good? Where you been at? My brother Lyman Pauly in the building. What's good with you, Lyman? Silo Silence, salute. Lyman Paulie, that's my brother right there. Raymond Mack, Terence, salute. Lyman, what's good, man? Look like things opening up, so I'm going to catch you at some of these fights, bro. All right, let's get into this. Let's get into this. RJ Willis, my brother in the super chat. Appreciate you 1,000%. We got 530 people, my peopleizations. Smash that like button. Hubble Telescope. Cameron Smith, salute. Mike Smith, salute. Anthony Brown, salute. Shogun 76, salute. 7, salute. Force Maher, salute. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Lyman. Sharon Man, salute. So let's get into this. We got 530 people. Y'all already know what it is. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you come in the house. Tyron H, Battle Ready Fitness and Defense. Eric R, Ross Cran, salute. Terence Nash, salute. I don't know what's going on. D-Man Jr., Kevin Stinton, salute. Yeah, I don't understand, man. Sometimes they do that, man. Maybe tomorrow you'll be able to do it, or just keep trying. William Taggart, Boxing Good, BH, salute. So, Steve J, Orlando Palmer, Alan Turner, salute. Knockout Boxing 86 TV, salute. Let's get into this. Jaime Peralta, salute. I know it's going to be a lot of people in here. They're going to be like, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. But guess what? Your boy Blue only know how to deal one way. Y'all know what we do over here, right? Facts over feelings. Now we got 530 people in this building. We should have at least 500 likes. Will Mel Padilla, salute. Low, salute. No doubt, Southern T. We're going to make it happen. 7, salute. Jazz Adams, salute. Low, salute. Scott Birmingham, my brother, salute. So now, Tony Gutierrez, salute. Let's get into this. Bo, what's good? Did Bob Arum pull the wool over Terence Crawford eye once again? Because I'm going to tell you guys, does anybody here believe that he's going to make, that being Pacquiao, he being Pacquiao, Rico Breland, salute. Now, I would love to see Terence Crawford, Rodriguez Jackson, salute, and Manny Pacquiao fight. Gravy Davy, Fly High 89, salute. 200 not smashing the light. How we got 300 people? We got 600 people now. We should, Nick Obama X, salute. We got 600 people. We should have at least wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in the house. Smash that like button. Let's work. DOG 215, my brother, salute. Smash the like button. Let's work. We got 600 people. We should have that many likes. Let's work. Professor X, salute. Jazz the Coin, salute. He said Crawford beat Spence. He got to get past his next upcoming opponent. Reese Bro, salute. Before you get to Errol Spence, he got to handle business at hand, which is he got a battle on hand with Bob Arum. Rello Fellow, salute. Kenya B, salute. Texas Bulldog Boxing, Mark Barimio, salute. Hubble Telescope, salute. Kenyatta B, salute. He gotta fix this with Bob Arum. Will Latimer, salute. Fats Gotti, salute. What's good? Why? Nakia Cole, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing? I can't wait for Crawford and Spence. Me too. That's the super fight. Alexander Jackson, Junior Smith Hall, salute. But we got to get through these fights to get to that fight. Because I want that fight to be for undisputed. Sun God out of realm 666. Albert Harper, salute. Andre Williams, salute. We got to get through Theo Avant, salute. We got to get through the task at hand before we get to that. It's levels. Underground Asylum, salute. Salute to my brother Famous Brad in the super chat, dropping that bread on us. Pun intended. Salute to my brother. He said, salute, brother. Salute to you, King. We got 630 people. We should have 630 likes. P. Rich, salute. Who Spence fighting next? It's going to be your Dana Sugas. CC 30, T Dub 757-919. Salute. Mark Fralin, salute. It's going to be your Dana Sugas for unification bout. Unification bout. Right? Mark Fralin, salute. My brother Coach Bass in the super chat, dropping that bread on us. He said, Blue Blood, talk about it this evening. Oh, we getting ready to get into this. Because, see, I'm confused. Abdullah Brooker, salute. I hope that Terence Crawford gets the Pacquiao fight. Felix May, salute. For his fans and for the sport of boxing. Boxing Planet Apparel, salute. J Pistol 410, salute. Peter Johnson, salute. A.L. Stevens, salute. Real Talk, salute. I hope. He said, if he stops Shawn Porter, which I think he is, then what? Then he gonna move on to his next opponent. American Patriot 1776, salute. Where you been at, bro? Edwin Guzman, salute. Then he move on to his next opponent. XB, salute. Stan Swoosh, Joe Pilot, salute. He move on to his next opponent. Right? What you mean? That's what he's supposed to do. He's in the sport of boxing. That's like saying, let me clear something up for y'all people, because y'all always say this as if he knocks out or stops his opponent. Eddie Morris, salute. If he knocks out or stops his opponent, as if it puts a zipper on my lips or the media lips or the other fans' lips or Errol Spence fans' lips. 12 brutal rounds, salute. Stephen Franco, salute. Carlo Realist, salute. No, that's what he's supposed to do. Imagine this. May 8th, May 4th, salute. Imagine this. You say, oh, if LeBron James win the playoff game, then what? Well, that's what he's supposed to do. And the problem is, the talk is, Shawn M, salute, Alan Turner, salute, is that obviously he hadn't won the playoff game. That's why you're talking about it. Todd Furtado, salute. Furtado, salute. So obviously, Ronnie S, salute. We haven't seen Terence Crawford in this level of fights. That's why we're talking about it. Robert D. 1022, salute. Kareem Ebanks, my brother, coming through, dropping that dub and a nickel on us in the super chat. Blue, is there a date set for Ugis? No, not yet. Not yet. Gilbert Rodriguez Jr., salute, young king. Not yet, but it's going to be coming soon. It's going to be coming soon. D. McKinney, salute. You're going to hear it soon. My big brother, Kurt Hunt, in the building, in the super chat, dropping that dub and a nickel on us in the super chat. So he says, salute, Blue, love the grind, hashtag LDBC, hashtag HOBC, House of Boxing Champions. See it? Let me show y'all, House of Boxing Champions, huh? Right there. House of Boxing Champions. See it? It's my big bro right there. So, with that said, if he stops Shawn Porter, Lamar Brown, salute. That's what we expect. Lewis Carr, salute. Grafton Street 163, salute. Tab Investment, salute. That's what you expect. That's what he's supposed to do. That's his job. So when people say that as if it's a zipper or a way of quieting the crowd, no. Moses King, salute. Hen Post, salute. This is what he's supposed to do. This is what you expect from a fighter that's is being perceived as the best fighter in the world. Red Green, salute. You're supposed to get these stoppages victory. You're supposed to make these statements. That's what you're supposed to do. Brian Bradley, salute. That ain't no gift. That ain't no special treatment. P. Rich, Jerron Ennis got an opponent. It's going to be what's his name? Sergey Lipinets. Unless things change. And we know in the sport of boxing, things are subject to change. Jazz Adams, salute. Right? That's what you're supposed to do. But now in this case, we ain't talking about that fight. We talking about the fight with him and Bob Arum. You understand? Because we got to look at this. Joe Van Howell, salute. We got to look at it. Twig, salute. Ronton Tizzy, salute. We got to look at this. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. No, I don't expect nobody to stop Shawn Porter. Yeah, that is making a statement. We expect them to fight him and beat him, but stopping Shawn Porter is making a statement. You're right. But here's the thing. The Zoom verse, my brother, Sino Dice, salute. So, he says Shawn Porter don't really want to fight. How you losing and still expect the same pay? What you mean? Anthony Shelton, salute. King Petaway, Coach Bass, salute. What you mean? How's he don't really want to fight? Stewie Huey, salute. Aaron Jones, salute. Retro for Life 79 Boxer, salute. What you mean he don't really want to fight? How you losing and asking for the same pay? Well, he gave Kell Brook $2 million, and Kell Brook ain't been relevant in 4 years. So why would Kell Brook? Shawn Porter is more relevant than Kell Brook. He gave Kell Brook $2 million. He ain't been relevant in 4 years, and he was stopped twice, badly, and suffered 2 bad injuries that people thought was career-ending. You gave him $2 million. Why would Shawn Porter get $1 million after the fight he put up against Errol Spence? He's never been blown out in any fight, in any loss. He's a 2-time world champion. Kell Brook is a 1-time world champion. Kell Brook ain't fight at 147 in 4 years. Huh? Somebody help me understand that. So why are we talking about Shawn Porter don't want to fight? Because he losing and ain't getting no... Huh? Nate Woolbright, salute. Adrian Vett, salute. That's an excuse. We always got reasonings for excusing certain people. Rob Swanson Lee, Tate Walker, salute. We gotta get off of that. Superman 800, salute. We gotta start dealing with facts over feelings, like your boy Blue said. Roosevelt Hill, salute. Warren Council, salute. We gotta deal with facts over feelings. Joseph Brown, salute. Facts over feelings. Dwayne Yosef, salute. DeWiz Big Facts Wood, salute. Huh? We know Sin 50 Trade Deuce, salute. We know he lost a few fights, but who's more relevant? Shawn Porter or Kell Brook? Who's more relevant? Shawn Porter or Amir Khan? You gave Amir Khan, he been knocked out multiple times in his career. He got $7 million. Ain't nobody argue with that. Naughty Crash, salute. I ain't seen nobody, Chris Kennedy, salute. I ain't seen nobody kicking and arguing about that. First Last, salute. Marcus Lewis, salute. Huh? Mark Dare, salute. I ain't hear nobody saying nothing. Monica Brownie's Peace of Blessings Queen. I ain't hear nobody saying, why you paying that man $7 million? Ain't nobody got a weaker chin in the game than Amir Khan. No slight to Amir Khan. I'm just speaking the obvious. Can we talk the real over here? Real, salute. D. Brown, salute. Austin Grant, salute. Can we talk real over here? JM, James Evans, salute. Galvatron, my brother, salute. Huh? Torian Gabriel, Rob Schwartzman Lee, salute. May 4th, salute. Can we speak the real over here? We know Amir Khan was knocked out by Brennis Prescott. He was knocked out by Danny Garcia, who Shawn Porter beat. He was knocked out by Canelo Alvarez. Huh? He lost to Lamont Peterson. This dude got $7 million. TZ Frank, salute. KKK 13, salute. $7 million. Ebony Queen, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Huh? We ain't never seen Shawn Porter dominated in a fashion where you could be like, hey, man, he clearly lost that fight. No, you ain't never seen that. You could be like, man, 2 rounds to Keith Thurman. I gave Keith Thurman an extra 2 rounds. He won the fight. Or a couple of rounds to Kell Brook. He won the fight. Huh? Huh? Jacob Weaver, my brother Money Brown TV. Go subscribe to my brother Money Brown TV. You ain't never seen Shawn Porter dominate. So why are we talking about, oh, Shawn Porter asking for over $1 million. He ain't trying to fight. What are we talking about? He just gave Kell Brook $2 million. He gave Amir Khan $7 million. And guess what? He fought Igis Kavalauskas, and y'all said, well, he got to fight Igis Kavalauskas because this is mandatory. Mr. Gillian, salute. Big Block, salute. Well, guess what? Shawn Porter is his mandatory. Number 1 in the WBO is his mandatory. So what are we talking about here? Marvin Rollins Jr., salute. What we need to be talking about was Bob Arum essentially just trying to, dare I say, just try to smooth things, make things easy. I don't know, but I'm confused, right? As to how he would take the fight with Mikey Garcia. Right? Over $10 million, over $40 million to fight Terence Crawford. Talk about path of least resistance. So you telling me he's going to get B-Man 910 salute? You telling me he's going to get more than $40 million to fight Mikey Garcia? I think not. I think not. Does anybody here believe Manny Pacquiao is going to get $40 million to fight Mikey Garcia? I think not. I think not. Fred Hampton, salute. Royal, salute. Robert Justice, salute. Sherman Callahan, Mark Stern, salute. I think not. So something's wrong. Something's not adding up, right? Abdul Rahim, salute. Maybe Those investment groups, Evangela Dixon, salute, they pulled out. But here's the question I have to ask. My brother David Bohannon, he said we got 569 likes. We got 1,000 people in here. So that means we got 500 people that didn't smash the like button. Wipe your feet before you come inside. EJ88, salute. Power to the people, salute. We got 1,000 people here. PJ King 911, salute. Anat Israel, salute. 1,000 people in here. Raging Hulk 74, salute. And we got half of that? Y'all ain't got no love for Blue Blood? Rashahad Jones, salute. Huh? 1,000 people here, we can't get 1,000 likes? Jonte Frederick, salute. Sumter Cleo, salute. Huh? Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you come in the house. Herm Schmid, salute. Pat S, salute. Can we get it? Huh? Show your boy Blue some love? Daryl Howard, salute. Valda Chris, salute. Valda Chris, where you been at? Taylor Bell, my brother in the super chat. He said Texas is about to host all fights now. Today, Texas lifted the mask mandate and open businesses wide open, business and stadiums at 100% capacity. Yeah, I got that info. Salute, my brother Taylor Bell. Man, Sad One, salute. Mighty Jim Jr., salute. What's good? Man, they're going to take me some time for it. I'm walking around like that. Young J Wade 123, salute. It's going to take some time for I'm walking around like that, bro. Smash that like button. Mike J 78, salute. Kenny, my brother in the super chat, he said, salute, Blue. After hearing Suleiman apologize, you think he's going to do the right thing and make Benavidez the rightful #1 contender in the WBC? Of course he will, because he don't have to worry about David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez. He don't have to worry about it, because by the time he becomes mandatory, as David Benavidez stated, he's going to vacate the belts. He's a business job already done. You understand what I'm saying? He don't need it. EJ88, my brother in the super chat, he said, was it ever proven he was going to get 40 with Bud? No, that's just what they asked for. Bob Arum said that they're going to come up with the 40 million. He said they was going to come up with the 40 million. Manny Pacquiao said we want 40 million. So here's the thing. Manny Pacquiao, let me tell y'all something. Let me break this down for y'all. Manny Pacquiao has let us know that Bob Arum, right, has been playing games. How did he let us know that, Blue Blood? Let me let you know. Because Manny Pacquiao, Viva Tu Vida, salute. Live your life, salute. This is how you know. Because Manny Pacquiao looked at the situation and said, okay, I asked for the 20 to 25 million. You keep coming to the table, not trying to give me what I want. So here's what I'm going to do. Now I want nearly double that. Give me 40 million. Because he understands that now Bob Arum is in a situation where Terence Crawford could walk in October. Now Manny Pacquiao understands you got to make this fight happen, or he going to walk. I know what's going on. So now you've been doing this since 2014. For 7 years, we've been doing this dance. And I've been asking you to change the song. And you refuse, and you continue to lend me your hand to dance on the dance floor without changing the song. And I keep telling you, I don't want to dance to that song. I don't mind dancing with you, but you got to change the song. And Bob continued to put on the same song and try to dance to the same song. You understand? So now it got to the point where Manny Pacquiao's like, okay, you want to continue to do this? Now I can do this. Now I need 40 million. Now I need 40 million. Coach Baz, my brother in the super chat, Bud Crawford would never fight Pacquiao. Stop. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. But when I try to tell y'all that, though, the people get in a hizzy, boy. Oh, Blue, you don't like Terence Crawford. All right. Iron Eagle, my brother in the super chat. He said, smash the like button. Yeah, facts. Now we got 1,100 people here, man. We should have that many likes. David Williams, my brother, coming through, dropping that $500 on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute to you, King. Appreciate you. A million, a trillion. You understand? Easy Lou and Boxing TV. Salute. So now I'm going to ask y'all this question, right? You got to look at it from this standpoint. Okay? Let's look at it. Yakub Brown, my brother in the super chat, once again, he said, what do you think about a tournament for every weight class once every 2 years? I think that will show improve who's who in boxing for real. Oh, that would be great, but they got to agree to it. Remember, Devin Haney entered the tournament. Teofimo Lopez was supposed to be in the tournament with Ryan Garcia, and only Devin Haney entered the tournament. See how that works? Send 50 trade deuce. Salute to you, King. In the super chat, showing your boy Blue love, man. Much love to you, King. Much love to you. Appreciate you. Yeah, so you know, so now Mateos, Pangela, how you say your name? Tank Gaining Grip, my brother, salute. Foul 1, salute. Jonathan Park, salute. Duke Doom 1, salute. Wavy Wessa, salute. Mark Miller, Nell Dag, salute. Mateo Pantangeli, salute. So you got to look at it from this standpoint, right? And we got to ask ourselves this question. Lucci Capone, salute. That boy Tito 1, salute. Boss Doha, Harambe Jackson, salute. So you got to ask yourself this question. The battle, what did Errol Smith say? The biggest fight is not me and Errol Smith and Terence Crawford. It's Terence Crawford and Bob Arum. DJ Dredd 3000, salute. It's not me and Terence Crawford. It's Terence Crawford and Bob Arum. We got 812 likes. We got 1,100 people here. That's 400 people that didn't wipe their feet before they came inside. Huh? Where they do that at? Not here. We got 1,100 people, right? 1,100 people here, and we got 800 likes. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you come in my house. Peace be free. Salute. Isaiah Jones, salute. Chris Kennedy, my brother in the super chat. He said, smash the like button. Wash your hands before eating this meal served by Chef Blue. That's a fact. That's a fact. So now we are all in agreement that I'm sure that he's not going to get $40 million to fight Mikey Garcia. So was 40, Kirk Jordan, salute, was $40 million ever on the table? Joshua Cobbler, salute. Did Manny Pacquiao purposely put that number out there because he understands that Bob Arum is up against it? Dark Ken 718, Adam M, Rico Breland, salute. Treslin Patterson, salute. Ricardo Melrose, salute. Ray Rio, salute. Does he understand? Right? Does he understand that, listen, they up against it. Now they gotta give me what I want. They gotta give me what I want. What I'm looking for. Because I tried to do this dance with him and he continued to not give me what I want. But they need me to dance. Ross Kranz, 135th, and San Pedro, salute. Mark Cleveland, salute. Marcus Richardson, salute. OMC C. Wells, salute. And so now he says, well, I'll fight Mikey Garcia. J-Rock 360, Jay Simpkins, salute. That don't add up, my peoples. That don't add up. Dante Sims, salute. Renee Boyd, salute. That don't add up. How if I could fight you for $40 million and a world championship, you mean to tell me that path of least resistance is that much of a factor for Manny Pacquiao that he would much rather choose Mikey Garcia? Dominique Liddell, salute. That don't add up, people. But it do add up that the $40 million is never there. Now I'm going to ask you another question. Luxury Taco, salute. Mike Hayes, salute. Terrence Bailey, salute. I'm going to ask you all another question. Addie Smith, salute. Brick Flair, salute. I'm going to ask you this question. Now let's look at it from this standpoint. Bob Arum told us that a deal was already in place. He told us the deal was already in place for November 14th for Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford. But due to unforeseen circumstances, due to the pandemic and social distancing, they couldn't guarantee that fans would be allowed to attend. So a fight fell through. Salute to my brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sport. Keon, drop the link so people can subscribe to your channel. Right? Rasham Shalom, salute. Triple OG Moody, salute. So now ask yourself that question. Jalil Muhammad, salute. I'm going to give you something to think about. I'm not trying to tell you what you should think. I'm just trying to give you the tools to think. Marlon Cosby, salute. Not trying to tell you what to think, just trying to give you tools to think. If there was an investment group, AZAP Sam, salute. New Jersey, salute. If there was an investment group that are already in November, we had just March. So just 4 months ago, Bob Arum said that there was an investment group that was willing to put up the money. A deal was done. A deal was done for Pacquiao to fight Terence Crawford November 14th. Main Boxing Biker, salute. That's what he said. Right? An investment group had everything done. Terence Crawford reiterated what Bob Arum said when he did an interview. He said everything was done. And what did I tell y'all? That didn't add up. Because Terence Crawford said everything was done. We agreed to everything except the money was almost there. Wait a minute. You agreed to everything to fight Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao agreed to everything to fight you. Winston Lee, salute. Except the money? Darian Moore, salute. He agreed to everything except the money? Wait a minute. What's the most important thing in this entire equation? Winston Lee, Alice York, salute. The money. The holdup between Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford has always been what, my peopleizations? Chris X, salute. My peopleizations, what has always been the holdup? PLG Ski, salute. Donald Favor, salute. Between Terence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao, since Bob Arum made mention of this in 2014, what has always been the excuse? The money. Bob Arum says Manny Pacquiao is asking for too much money. He wants $20 and $25 million. It's not worth it. He don't see it. He could get a return on investment with that fight. Cool Cat, salute. Smith says salute. Right? He don't see a return for his investment in that fight. Right? He says, what did he say? Go ahead, Lux, salute. What did he say? He said, Euro Thomas, salute. He stated, well, Manny Pacquiao, link, salute. He got $20 and $25 million for Broner fight, $20 and $25 million for Keith Thurman fight. Cap City 518, salute. What did Bob Arum say? I was just glad I wasn't responsible for having to pay that money. Young Generation, Valdecris, salute. Joseph Wiggins, salute. McGusta Studios Real Estate Video, salute. That's what he said. I'm just happy. Duke, what's good, Duke? Where you been at? I'm just happy I didn't have to fit the bill and be accountable for paying that purse and then only doing $400,000 and $500,000. It's not worth it. That's what he said. So it's always been the money that's holding up Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. Terence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao. Right? So Terence Crawford, he reiterated. Zan Calder, salute. This can't be disputed. Wendell Augusti, salute. This is not my words. It's theirs. Beast Mode Sykes, salute. It's not my words, people. It's theirs. I'm not trying to tell you what to think. I'm telling you what they saying. Tony O, salute. Salute to Dublin Island, salute. Right? J.O., salute. Maurice Troutman, salute. I'm not trying to do that. Mr. 67, salute. This is what they said. Terence Crawford reiterated what Bob Arum said when he said Manny Pacquiao deal was done for us to fight him November 14th. Andre Miller, Al Rose, salute. That's what he said. November 14th. But it fell through. He said everything was done. Buddy Road Truck Trap Sports, salute. Everything was done. A deal was in place. We agreed to everything. Then he says the money was there. Well, it wasn't quite there. It was almost there. I'm confused, bro. If the money was there, how could it almost be there? Well, not quite there. Either it was there or it's not. Dorian Muller Bowden, salute. C. Floyd, salute. Pats Nation, salute. Either the money is there or it's not. You can't tell us the money was almost there. Well, it wasn't quite there, but it was getting there. What do you mean? The first order of business for Manny Pacquiao when it comes to Terence Crawford is abundantly clear. It's the money first. Porter African, salute. Emmanuel H, a.k.a. Super Chat E, my brother, salute. Lamont Kuza, Billy Bob, salute. Congratulations, my brother. He had a baby first time, man. Right Hook 1000, salute. So, first order of business for Manny Pacquiao is the money. If the money ain't shown, if the money ain't right, Manny Pacquiao ain't agreeing to nothing. He ain't agreeing to no dates, no venues, nothing First order of business is the money there. You understand? Manny Pacquiao left Top Rank and Bob Arum because of the money. Big Vinci, salute. Big Vinci said he don't need no Spence. You're right. So Big Vinci, let me ask you a question. I don't know why y'all do this, but I could do this all day. Big Vinci, my brother, you say he don't need Errol Spence. Oh, man, I just removed my super chat. EJ88, my brother in the super chat. He said, hopefully Bud stop getting finessed by Bob and take control of his career. I hope so, man. D Sosa, salute. I hope so, man. I hope so. Big Vinci. He said he don't need no Errol Spence. So let me ask you a question, Big Vinci. So does he have a legacy fight? Torres Stanley, salute. Big Drip, salute. Panther Boy Dino, salute. Marcus Joseph, salute. Now, again, I'm going to give you facts. What we deal with, my peoples, over here, we deal with facts over feelings. Jamel Terrell, salute. The Perfect Storm, Splash Master 03, salute. So I'm going to ask you a question, Big Vinci, since you're saying that he don't need Errol Spence. So his numbers don't say he don't need Errol Spence. Does his numbers say he don't need it? He has achievements. What achievements does he have? In those achievements, name me a Hall of Famer he's fought. We're going to wait for you. Because you said that he has achievements. See, this is the false narrative that's created in this equation because Terence Crawford tells everybody, I don't need Errol Spence, I'm already a Hall of Famer. So nobody chooses to look into the actual facts. So now I'm going to ask you, great talent. Yes, he is a 3-division champion. He says undisputed and 2 ring magazines. What that mean? What do ring magazines mean? He said, now, oh, Blue, you're being a hater. This word gets thrown around far too much without people knowing the definition of it. Mr. Drick Joe, salute. Know the definition of it. How am I being a hater when I'm asking you simple questions that are all facts? I'm asking you questions that are facts. How is that being a hater? I asked you a simple question. I asked you, what Hall of Famers has he fought on his resume? Because I'm asking you what Hall of Famers is on his resume, you telling me I'm being a hater. Loyal to the game, boxing talk, salute. I'm asking you to answer the question. Stop dancing around it. I'm tired. I don't want to do no dances. Don't walk me around the block. I'm asking you a simple question. I'm asking you a simple question. Yes, he's accomplished. But what Hall of Famers has he beaten? Moped Mosley, salute. Because you saying he don't need Errol Spence. I'm not saying he's not accomplished. Salute to my brother Nitty G. Mr. Drick Joe, salute. I'm not saying he's not accomplished. What I'm saying is, why you saying he don't need Errol Spence? And I'm trying to show you, of course he needs Errol Spence. What has Spence done? Let me tell you what he's done. He beat 3 back-to-back straight Hall of Famers. His numbers are bigger than Terence Crawford. Show me Terence Crawford numbers to tell me he don't need a legacy fight with Errol Spence, bro. The SS family, salute. Every fighter in the sport of boxing needs a legacy fight and a Hall of Famer on their resume. What are you talking about? Answer the question. Stop asking me questions. Respond to the question. I asked you, what Hall of Famers has he beaten? How are they Hall of Famers? Let me tell you why. Mikey Garcia is a 4-division world champion. Just like you sat here and said Terence Crawford is accomplished. Because he's a 3-division champion. Okay? Mikey Garcia is accomplished. He's a 4-division champion. He's a 4-division champion. So you're going to discredit their accomplishments to discredit Errol Spence. But you don't want to. Come on, bro. Let's keep it a buck. Domingo 1-on-1, salute. You still ain't answered the question. I asked you what Hall of Famers has he fought. You're still yet to answer the question. Every boxer in boxing needs to fight a Hall of Famer and needs a legacy fight. Shawn Porter is going to the Hall of Fame. Big Vinci. Danny Garcia is going to the Hall of Fame. Big Vinci. Now answer that question. Now I answered yours. He's fighting small guys. Oh, really? So then he don't need to fight. Then he don't need to fight Terence Crawford because he's fighting small guys. What small guys did he fight? Mr. Wilkins, salute. What small guys? Somebody tell me what small guys did he fight? You're going to name one fighter, Mikey Garcia, right? Go ahead. Watch this, bro. I don't know why y'all choose to do this with me. This is the wrong platform to do that with. This is the wrong platform to do that with. So now you telling me he fighting small guys. Okay, good. What small guys he fight? I'm going to play this game with you. Chef Boyardee, salute. I'm going to do this dance with you. Now, come on. What small guys he fought? Watch this now. I guarantee you he resorts back to saying, oh, you just don't like Terence Crawford. Danny, Mikey, and Lamont. Who did Terence Crawford beat for his titles? Who's the biggest name on Big Vinci? What's the biggest name on Terence Crawford's resume? Go. What's the biggest name on Terence Crawford's resume? Big Vinci. Go. And while you do that, while you think about it, let me get to my peopleizations. Steve J in the super chat. Constantly nothing but excuses for Bud and Bob. When they can't dispute your argument, they say you're hating. Salute, Blue. This is a fact. Because he can't answer the question. Mark M, my brother in the super chat. He said Porter's the Mandy, how much he need to sign. This is a fact. But no, it was okay. Nobody had an issue when Igor Kavalauskas was the mandatory. I didn't hear nobody complain about that. Robert Pickens, my brother in the super chat. Super 620 across all weight classes and all belt holders must defend. I love it. Won't happen. Sanction bodies won't agree. Now, Big Vinci, go ahead. Tell us what's the biggest name on his resume. Ketty Peace 504, salute. Where did he go? Where did he go? Big Vinci, where did you go, bro? What's the biggest name on his resume? Maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed it. I'm going to scroll back up. We got 1,200 people here. We got 1,200 people. We should have 1,200 likes. Go ahead, Big Vinci. Tell us what's the biggest name on his resume. Go ahead, great brother. Yeah, Albert Harper. Yeah, he a small guy as well. But that gets dismissed. Stack Mill TV, salute. It's just like they say, oh, Floyd Mayweather fought Manny Pacquiao when he was old. Floyd 3 years older than Manny Pacquiao. Oh, he fought him when he was old. Floyd Mayweather's 2 or 3 years older than Manny Pacquiao. But he fought him when he was old. Really? PG Hackmaster, salute. Go ahead, Big Vinci. Tell us the biggest name on his resume. Did he answer? Jalil Muhammad, salute my brother in the super chat. Bro, Blue, just caught it by facts over feelings. Oh, we're going to do this all day. Oh, now he asking me what's Spence's resume. I didn't ask you what's Spence's biggest win. I'm asking you what's Terence Crawford's biggest win. Stop. Why are you asking me what's Spence's biggest win? We're talking about Terence Crawford right now, right? So I'm asking you, Big Vinci, what's Errol Spence, what's Terence Crawford's biggest win? And I could tell you, let me go ahead and tell you. Let me tell you what he did. He went to the UK. He beat Kell Brook in front of 60,000 hostile screaming fans when Kell Brook was a champion and stopped him. That's what he did. In his first title fight, his first ever title fight, he went to the UK and stopped Kell Brook. His first ever title fight. That's what he did. Now, I'm asking you, who is the biggest win on his resume? Answer the question. Cryption Larision, salute. I bet you. Okay. I didn't say he would or he wouldn't. Pay attention. See? Gary Chandler, salute. I said it's a 50-50 fight. My brother, Blu-ray, in the building. What's good with your Blu-ray? Salute to my brother, Blu-ray Show. We get ready to do big things. Go ahead, good brother. Tell me, what's the biggest win on his resume? You're hesitant to do it. You know why? Joshua Santana, salute. Joshua Santana, he said, Crawford stopped Kell Brook in 4 rounds. Stop. Right. He stopped him in 4 rounds, right? After he had 2 near-career eye injuries, one from which it came from Errol Spence. After he hasn't fought at welterweight in 4 years, and he said the reason he lost to Errol Spence to begin with was because he can't make the 147-pound limit. So he moved up to 154. He ain't fight at 147 since 2017. He fought Errol Spence in the UK with 60,000 fans there for Errol Spence's first title fight. The first ever fight for a title was in the UK in front of 60,000 fans. He fought Terence Crawford in an arena in the United States, not in the UK. Errol Spence went to the UK when he was a champion in front of 60,000 fans. Terence Crawford fought him in the United States after 4 years of not fighting at 147, after being stopped by Errol Spence and Triple G with no fans in attendance. with no fans in attendance for his first opportunity at fighting for a world championship. Since you want to do comparisons to Kell Brook, Errol Spence, and Kell Brook, Terence Crawford. Good try. Good try, though. Try again. At first you don't succeed, try again. Dre, my brother in the Super Chat, I'll answer for him, Blue. It's Gamboa, and Gamboa came from 126 to 135 to fight Bud. Thank you. He's refusing to answer the question. You know why? He knew that I was going to say, okay, well, Gamboa's his biggest win. So if you remove Gamboa and put Mikey Garcia there, that would be even a bigger win. Chuga, fantastic. My brother, salute. In the Super Chat, always showing love. If you remove Mikey Garcia, remove Gamboa and put Mikey Garcia there. Mikey Garcia is more accomplished than Gamboa. Bro, man, salute. Oh, yeah. And yeah. I forgot. My brother Blu-ray just raised another quote. I forgot. His trainer quit on top of it. Kell Brook's trainer said, I ain't going to train you either. He ain't have no trainer. He came to the States. There was no fans in attendance. And guess what? Terence Crawford was already accomplished. 3-division world champion. He's already undisputed. He's the WBO welterweight champion. And he's considered the best fighter in the world. When Errol Spence fought Kell Brook in the UK for his first world title, fully equipped. This time, Kell Brook didn't have his trainer. His trainer backed out on him. His promoter, Eddie Hearn, was telling him they ain't even going to air the fight in the UK. Kell Brook was going through all of these different things. Okay, so there you have it. Slick T, Mark M, salute. Kell Brook, not top competition. When Errol Spence fought him, he was. How could he not be top competition when he was a world champion? That's how Errol Spence became a world champion. So, of course, he was top competition. You said talk about now. I am talking about now. What are you talking about? Okay, Kell Brook is not top of competition. Talk about now. Okay, let's talk about now. Who did Terence Crawford last fight? I'll wait. Bunny B.A., salute. I'll wait. School of Skills, my brother, salute. Go ahead, tell us. Who did Terence Crawford last fight? Since you're saying, let's stop talking about Kell Brook. Who did Terence Crawford last fight then? I'll wait. I'll wait. That's what matters. No, I'm asking you a question. Who did he decide to fight? Who was his last fight? You saying Kell Brook is not top of competition and Kell Brook is relevant, then who did Terence Crawford last fight? And why did he fight him then? Because he was top competition, obviously, when Errol Spence fought him because he was the champion. That's how he became a world champion. Myron Denard, my brother in Super Chat, get him Blue in my Method Man voice. And yeah, Kell didn't have his trainer. No, he didn't have his trainer either. So I'm asking the question. See how they like to dismiss stuff? Oh, well, let's not talk about Kell Brook. You talked about Kell Brook initially. Now let's not talk about Kell Brook. McKill Brown, my brother in Super Chat. So you tell me who's more accomplished, Errol or Bud? I'm going off a resume, the level of competition. Yeah, on paper, Terence Crawford is more accomplished. Level of competition, it's not close. It's not close. Here we deal with facts over feelings. Let's be realistic here. Marcus Lestrade, my brother in the Super Chat, salute to you. He said, salute to you. Shoo, salute. Let's be real here. Let's be realistic here. Who is better than Shawn Porter on Terence Crawford's resume? Somebody tell me. Type 1 if you know somebody better. Type 2 if there is nobody. I'm just asking for a friend. Rock Sun, salute. MA, salute. Jose Diaz, salute. I'm asking for a friend. Royal LL, salute. Somebody tell me. And see, this is what gets misconstrued. Now they're going to say, see, he don't like Terence Crawford. Why? Tell me something I told you that was made up. Somebody tell me something I said that was made up. Frito Dorito, salute. Somebody tell me something that was made up. Tell me something that I made up. Della's Journey TV. Peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing? Joshua Santana. Listen to this. Shawn Porter has been ducking Terence Crawford for years. Now, how could that be true? When Terence Crawford wasn't even at welterweight for years. You see how that sounds? Shawn Porter arguably has the best resume in all of boxing. How could he possibly be ducking Terence Crawford? When he's been at welterweight and Terence Crawford is at junior welterweight and lightweight. How could he be ducking him for years? Does that where do you guys come up with this stuff? Lawyer to the game, boxing talk, my brother in the super chat. He said Floyd took less versus Gotti and Oscar. That's what you do when you're supremely confident. Bud asking for 50-50 or 60-40 is a duck move. Shout out to Blu-ray, best strength and condition coach in the world. This is a fact. It's a fact. Denzel Horton, my brother in the super chat. That way excuse Brooke tried to make was some BS too. They fought for the IBF, so they had to stay within 10 pounds next day. Right. But he said that was an issue, Kell Brook. He even went as far as to tell Errol Spence, to come fight him at 154. Joshua Santana, how is 60-40 a duck move? Yeah, that's what we trying to understand. You tell us. Michael McGee, salute. Oakland man, salute. How is it? The numbers are in, the proof is in the pudding. Y'all trying to tell me he don't need Errol Spence. The numbers speak otherwise. Beast Mode Psych, salute. The numbers say otherwise. Junior Coolington, salute. The numbers say otherwise. Salute to my brother Bunny BA in the building in the super chat. He said AB or Thurman got the best resume in my opinion. No, sir. No, sir. Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter. Go look at his resume. D. McKinney, my brother in the super chat. And he beat and fought Keith Thurman and beat Adrian Broner. D. McKinney, my brother in the super chat, salute to you. He fought and beat Adrian Broner and fought Keith Thurman to a close fight. Keith Thurman and Adrian Broner didn't fight each other. Jimmy, salute. So I'm asking for a friend. Right? We got 1,200 people here. How many likes we got? So I'm asking for a friend. Who is doing bigger numbers? Is it even close when you look at the numbers? Errol Spence just did the biggest gate in all of boxing in 2020, coming off a 14-month layoff, a horrific car accident, and dominated a 2-division world champion who is still a priority on Terence Crawford's list. Systematic 1X, salute. I'm going to say this again. Before the Kell Brook fight, Terence Crawford sat down with Andre Ward on Relentless, and Andre Ward said, give me your fight. If you could choose your next 4-5 fights, give it to me. Guess what he said? Number 1, Manny Pacquiao, not Errol Spence. I'm going to say it again. Tay Brown, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Number 1 was Manny Pacquiao, not Errol Spence. But y'all continue to say, now, the brother said he's been avoiding, Shawn Porter's been avoiding Terence Crawford for years. Watch this now. What's your 5 fights? Your 4 or 5 fights, if you could choose them and then retire. Number 1, Manny Pacquiao, not Errol Spence. Number 2, Errol Spence. Number 3, Keith Thurman. No. Number 3, Danny Garcia, who lost to Keith Thurman and lost to Shawn Porter and lost to Errol Spence. Number 3 is Danny Garcia. Number 4 was Keith Thurman. And then he said, I'll retire. Uh-oh. Did he mention Shawn Porter in there? Because Shawn Porter's been avoiding him for years. Did he mention Shawn Porter? Mr. 76, salute in the super chat. The only ducking Porter does is in the ring. He ain't turning down no smoke. This is a fact. Never has, never will. McKill Brown, my brother in the super chat, once again. So shouldn't your accomplishment outweigh how good you think a guy is? I'm asking you a question, McKill Brown. Who on Terence Crawford's resume in that accomplishments is a Hall of Famer? Sometimes the chips fall in your favor. Michael McGee, salute in the super chat. So what? Kel was coming off 3 wins. So what? Kel was coming off 3 wins. Michael McGee, I'm asking you a question. Which win was more impressive? Errol Spence or Terence Crawford? Be honest with yourself. Be honest. Now answer the question. Which win was more impressive? Errol Spence going to the UK for his first world title opportunity. His first. Going to the UK was in the UK, Kell Brook's backyard, with 60,000 fans in attendance. And Kell Brook was the champion. And he stopped Kell Brook and broke his orbital bone. Or Terence Crawford fighting him without his trainer quitting at the last second, without his promoter quitting on him, without any fans in attendance, 0, with his promoter telling him, we're not even going to air the fight in the UK. After getting stopped 4 years ago, the last time you fought at that weight was 4 years ago, and you said you struggled to make that weight when you was younger. So 4 years later, you're going to make the weight comfortably? Now answer the question and be honest. When you're not even a world champion, which one was more impressive? And be honest. Be honest. Which one was more impressive? Who was that? Which one was more impressive? Spence had a closer fight. Bud was more impressive. Let me help you out. If you fight in better competition, it's going to be a closer fight. What are you talking about? Help yourself out and just be honest and say Errol Spence was a better. Shaft Mosley, salute. Game Face 1, salute. Come on. See what I'm saying? They just refuse to admit truth. If LeBron James is playing against Kevin Durant, and then he plays against Kyrie Irving. Kevin Durant. Then he plays against Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers, and then he plays against the Philadelphia 76ers. And then you got somebody else on the flip side. They playing against they playing against the Chicago Bulls. Then they playing against they playing against the Chicago Bulls. Then they playing against I don't even know, but they playing against less competition. What you think? What games you gonna think are gonna be closer? Everett White said, and Bud was losing. He was down on the scorecards. Yeah, he was. The Pistons and the Timberwolves, right? He played against the Pistons, the Timberwolves, and the Chicago Bulls, right? Let's say, but LeBron is playing Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, and then Joel Embiid. Well, what do you expect? What do you expect? I mean, reality just doesn't set in, huh? Bad Tito, salute. Well, Mikey Garcia said they're going to be announcing a fight by the end of the week. Rome Far Rock, my brother, salute. No, we can't say that, Rome Far Rock. Facts. My brother Jay Brown in the building, dropping that hundo on your boy Blue in the super chat. He says, salute, Blue. Keep speaking the truth. Salute to you, King. I mean, I'm just telling the truth. I knew it's a touchy situation because, see, what happens is, and smash the like button. We should have 1,200 likes right now. Iffy, salute. We should have at least 1,200 likes right now. Smash the like button. Mitch Shahir, salute. Light lit up, salute. He said PBC is ducking. Ducking who? Listen to this now. Watch this now. See? They can't pay attention. They have a hard time paying attention. I know it says pay attention, but it's actually free. He says, Michael McGee in the super chat. He says, I watched you after Bud fought Kel. You said you were impressed. Right. That's not the question. I just asked you, what was more impressive, Errol Spence or Terence Crawford? I didn't say I wasn't impressed. I was impressed with him making the adjustments that he needed to make to win the fight. I knew that. Go back and watch it. I never said it wasn't impressive to me. I said what was more impressive, Errol Spence's or Terence Crawford? Pay attention. That makes no sense. Did I ever say it wasn't impressive? Or did I say which was more impressive? HD, my brother, saluting the super chat. He said the Knicks. Spike Lee and the Knicks. You can't make this stuff up. I said, I'm asking you, which one is more impressive? I didn't say it wasn't impressive. I didn't say Terence Crawford wasn't good. I asked you, what was more impressive? And you saying Bud is more impressive. So, okay, you just let me know you have a hard time escaping reality. But I still love you. It's okay. It's okay. You choose not to be realistic. No problem. Mikhail Brown, my brother in the super chat. He said, what's impressive, Terence Crawford moved up to fight Kelbo after him winning 3 fights and Errol fought him off a loss. You think Canelo versus Errol Spence is 50-50? Mikhail Brown. You can't make this stuff up. Wounded them ones boxing salute. You can't make this stuff up. Mikhail Brown. Name those 3 fighters he fought. Don't Google nothing. Please. I can tell from your time frame if you Googled or not. Don't Google anything. Right now, type in the last 3 fights he had before the Terence Crawford fight. The 3 fighters. And don't Google anything. And what weight class was it at? Type in those last 3 fights. Please, don't Google anything. Type in right now, in order, his last 3 fights, their names, full names, and how those fights ended. And he didn't move up to fight Kell Brook. How could he move up when that was his 5th fight at welterweight? That was his 5th fight at welterweight. How could he move up to fight him? He's already a champion at welterweight. How did he move up to fight him? I'm wondering, do y'all even listen to what y'all saying before y'all say it? Y'all so quick to defend, y'all don't even think about what you're saying before you say it. Go ahead, bro. What's taking so long? Don't Google. Don't Google nothing. Just type in order his last 3 fights before Terence Crawford. How to fight in full names. Go ahead, tell us. Tell us. Smooth Groove Boxing, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. He said, let me hear let me hear it, Blue, dropping that dub on your boy Blue. He said, Oak Cliff rides with you, Blue. Salute to my brother. Appreciate you, King. Look at the great brother, Malik Brown in the super chat. Call me on live right now, and I'll tell you, and I'm talking about Kell Brook. I know who you're talking about, and I'm not going to call you on live. And now you're stalling so you could Google. You want me to call you on live. I'm not calling you on live. And you're stalling, and I know you're talking about Kell Brook. I just asked you to tell me Kell Brook's last 3 opponents before Terence Crawford. You're trying to stall. All you had to do is the time it took you to super chat me and to write that, you could have just put The time you talking about, you took you to super chat me and write that. You could have just typed in the names for free. Christian Hurrah, my nephew. What's good? What's good with you, nephew? You could have typed the names in for free. I'm confused. And I appreciate you showing love. But you could have did that for free. Come on, people. OMCC, well, my brother in the super chat. He said, salute, bro. I'm done for the day. People in the chat bugging. Competition always matters. Who you beat and when you beat them. This is a fact. Cornfield, salute. What did I tell everybody as we started this? This is going to hit a nerve. Anthony Shelton, salute. Now, spiritual bias, salute. Now, everybody's saying that instead of saying, wow, Bob Arum did him wrong. Because the question remains, why would Manny Pacquiao choose Mikey Garcia, 313 Sports Talk, salute, over $40 million in Terence Crawford fight? Extreme Sports Gaming, salute. Yeah, he's Googling. See, he's saying, call him. I don't call anybody. Only person I call is my co-host, Kurt Sugar. Why am I calling you? For you to tell me the same thing I already know? That you can't come up with a reason as to why you think that he's a bigger fighter, a more known fighter, or he don't need Errol Spence? Boxing Dad, salute. Coast 215, salute. What's up, Christian? Just Joe King, salute. Christian Hurrah, that's my nephew right there. What's good with you, nephew? Pull Counter Boxer, salute. So I'm just asking the question. Sergio Robochenko, Michael Zarafa, DeLuca, 2 by KO. You just Googled that. Come on, brother. Stop it. You just Googled that. Now you're going to put it up as if you knew it. No, you just Googled that. It took you 15 minutes to say that. H. Davis II, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue. He said, you're my boy Blue. Will Foul voice. Take this dub and get you some Advil because I know you. Hey, man. Hey, what did I tell y'all as this started? Derek Hill, salute. I told y'all as this started that this was going to be, it was going to be, we're not dealing with facts over feelings. We're going to deal with feelings over facts. They can't help themselves. Because guess what? See, people can't, this is what happens. People have a hard time in every aspect of life just admitting the person in the mirror is the issue. Liam McPherson, Big Dose 513, salute. That's the problem. Listen to this. I'm going to give you an example. Bob Arum clearly told the world that he prevented Terence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao fight. Did he not? I'm asking y'all a question. Did he not? Lawyer to the game, boxing talk, my brother in super chat. He said, what's hilarious is Bud switched southpaw and hit Brooke in the same damaged orbital bone. Wasn't his eye about to shut in the third round? Pound for pound, can't make an adjustment on the jab without switching. I mean, Kell Brook was beating him to the punch with the jab. He was down on the scorecards before he got the stoppage. Now, I don't take nothing from him because he got the stoppage. But the facts are the facts. Goalie Boyley, salute. JT, my brother in super chat. Spence win more impressive. He beat a better version and didn't need to adjust for the TKO. Bud was getting marked up and had to adjust for the TKO. This is a fact. But they're going to dismiss the facts. If anybody could tell you a man that don't have his promoter quits on him, his trainer quits on him, he fights at a weight 4 years later going south. He got older. He said he couldn't fight at the weight 4 years ago. He struggled to make the weight. He got older, 4 years older. Didn't fight the weight in 4 years. Now you're going to tell me he easily made the weight 4 years later? And then fought with no fans in attendance against a more accomplished fighter. Errol Spence wasn't a world champion. He never fought for a world title. That was his first opportunity. Well, but he came off a loss. 9 months later, he was nearly out the ring 9 months, a year, by the time he fought Errol Spence. Danny Garcia just fought Errol Spence off a horrific car accident. How did that play out for him? Ricky Williams, my brother in the super chat. He said, stop blaming Bob. We all know he's shady, so does Bud, and he signed with them twice. Oh, yeah, I always say that. Ricky Williams. I say that all the time. We can't blame Bob for being Bob. You can't. You can't blame Bob for being Bob. This is by choice. Malik Brown, my brother, back in the super chat. Okay, you don't want your live to hear me, but if they were both to retire right now, whose legacy would mean more? You should have a call in like your show, though. I like your show, though. I don't do call-ins because I can't do the speed limit. And I can't allow my fans, the family, to do the speed limit. The family can't do this. That's why I don't do it. Because I have people on the line talking for 45 minutes and the call be ringing. Because I have a hard time saying, hey, we got to go. I have a hard time saying, hey, your call is up. So I just don't do it. My brother DB and Fred, they do it very well. I can't do it. Nick J, peace and blessings to the queen in the building. How you doing, queen? How you doing today? I heard y'all opening up over there in Texas all the way 100%. Larry Gonzalez, my brother in Super Chat. When was we growing up, I let the homies, hold on. When we was growing up, I let the homies, they was talking too much or they was acting scared or they won or lost, but got too many yes around them. Oh, for sure. That's what I'm trying to tell people, man. But I'm wrong, man. T-Town Crew, salute. My brother in the super chat, he said, Blue, you remember when Oscar said Errol team should have made Kel come to the States? Paulie had Kel beating Errol. Some people saw it as a 50-50 fight. It's a fact. I thought it was a 50-50 fight. And I'm being honest because I'm an honest person. I thought it was a 50-50 fight. Facts. I thought it was a 50-50 fight. I mean, Errol Spence has never fought for a world title at that time. People are dismissing this. This was his first opportunity for a world championship. That can't be dismissed. He was a novice, a rookie. Salute to my brother Von and Steph TV in the building in Super Chat. I like Bud as a fighter, but he's not smart when it comes to the business part. And they get mad when you tell them that. And they get mad when you tell them that. Rafay Gracie, salute. I mean, it's just like if you resign. So I'm giving y'all an example, right? So listen to what he said. Bob Arum says, I prevented the fight. This is all on record, people. This is not me. This is all on record. This is all on record. Whatever, man, salute. All on record. Saray, salute. Bob Arum says, I prevented the Pacquiao fight from happening for two reasons. For one, I didn't want to pay him. For two, I thought he was too old, and I didn't want to see him get hurt. That's what Bob Arum said. So I blocked the fight. Terence Crawford goes behind him. M. Banks, unfiltered, salute, and says, wait, before I get to that. Then Bob Arum says, Shawn Porter and Keith Thurman are not worth more than $1 million. But you gave Amir Khan 7 and Kell Brook 2. Shawn Porter and Keith Thurman are not worth more than $1 million. But you gave Amir Khan 7 and Kell Brook 2. And then how does Terence Crawford follow that up? He follows it up by saying, well, I know Bob wants to make the fight. I don't blame Bob. I blame them. Wait a minute. Bob just said he prevented you from fighting Manny Pacquiao. How you going to say you don't blame Bob? What do you mean? He says, I've been chasing a Pacquiao fight since 2015. Bob been making mention of it since 2014. So he says, I've been chasing a Pacquiao fight since 2015. That's 6 years, 7 years. Bob says I prevented the fight from happening. But he says, I don't blame Bob because he's trying to make the fights. Well, somebody help me understand that. Now, somebody clarify that for me. Christopher Schaefer, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He says, salute, brother Blue. All of the craziness is great example of how the propaganda machine works. If the mainstream media say says it is enough, people will believe it. Now they just repeat it back to you without thinking. This is a fact. This is a fact, Christopher Schaefer. You 1000% correct. If this was ESPN saying it, they would be like, man, Terence Crawford need to do something. But since it's me, they're gonna be like, oh, no, Blue, no. Because you have a voice over here. Y'all should appreciate that you have a voice here. Don't have a voice over there. Your voice goes unheard. They give you what they want to give you. I give you what you asked for. Kevin Hargrave, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, Bud is great, but we don't know how great because level of competition. Keep cooking, Blue. Well, they're going to say that don't matter. Bo Desi, the late bloomer, salute. So somebody help me understand, right? How could you say Bob Arum is not Bob Arum is trying to make all the big fights for me? I know it's Bob Arum. It's the other side of the street. Huh? Bob Arum, you said, listen, I'm going to tell y'all again. Listen again. He sat down, just so y'all know, this is not coming from me. I'm giving you reference points. You could go look it up for yourself. He sat down with Andre Ward on Relentless on ESPN, Super Mac Time, salute. And he said, Andre Ward said, what's your first order of business? What's your number one objective? He said, Eric Pryor, salute Eric Pryor in the super chat. He said, my first order of business, Cleasy Uptown, salute, is Manny Pacquiao. I'm going to say this to you again because maybe it's not resonating with y'all. He says, my first order of business is Manny Pacquiao. That's what he said. Okay. Bob Arum says, I blocked the Manny Pacquiao fight. If you don't believe me, here, let me help y'all out. Because I know y'all need reference points when it comes to Blue. If this was ESPN, you wouldn't need no reference points. But since this is Blue, you need reference points, right? Okay. Okay. Let me give you a reference point. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. Since y'all need reference points. Y'all need reference points, right? Okay. Let me give you some reference points. I'm gonna give you some reference points. Because so y'all know, oh, well, Cali Kings 619, salute, Benny Blanco, salute. Oh, well, no, that's just Blue, oh, that's coming from Blue. No, it's not coming from Blue. See, just admit what it is. It's easy that way. And smash the like button. We should have 1,200 likes. Smash that like button. Salute to my brother Malik Brown in the super chat once again. He said, Blue, beyond this questioning, who do you lean towards, Crawford or Spence? With the gap to your man, I said it's a 50-50 fight. It's a 50-50 fight. But right now I lean towards Errol Spence. Initially, I lean towards Terence Crawford. As time goes on, as Errol Spence gets experience and he sharpens up against better opposition, I lean towards Errol Spence. That's honest. Terrell Barnes, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. He said, we're going to get you some gloves, Blue, the way you boxing these boys around with that info. H-Town, Texas, showing love. Salute to my brother, Terrell Barnes in the building, dropping that dub on us in the super chat, man. And we got my brother, Vin Vaughn and Steph TV once again in the building. He said, Bob is the reason why Teofimo Lopez is on the Thriller because he's too cheap to pay his fighters. Crawford needs to take notes. This is a fact. But let me I'm going to give y'all some notes. Just so y'all know, because y'all love to say it was Blue. Oh, give me 1 second, Kurt. We deal with facts over feelings over here. Facts over feelings over here. So just so y'all know, here go a reference point. Here we go, my peoples. Let's deal with facts over feelings. Terence Crawford said his first order of business, right, is to get Manny Pacquiao in the ring, right? Malik Brown in the super chat once again. He said, so Crawford must but great, huh? Must but great. I said Terence Crawford is great. Never said he wasn't. Deal with facts over feelings. Duke News, salute. My brother in super chat. They know, salute. He said, when is Porter going to activate the purse bid? Oh, very soon. So he said his first order of business, right, is Manny Pacquiao. But in the same token, he says, I don't blame Bob Arum because Bob Arum was trying to make all the fights for me. Okay, let's listen to Bob Arum, shall we?
If he said, next fight, I want Terence Crawford.
Well, I killed the fight.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't want...
Uh-oh, what did Bob Arum say? What did Bob Arum say again? Let's listen to what he had to say once again.
Killed the fight. Yeah.
So you would...
Uh-oh, what did he say again?
If he said, next fight, I want Terence Crawford.
Well, I killed the fight. Yeah.
So you wouldn't want that for Manny?
No, because I would know how it would end.
Uh-oh. What did he say, Kurt? Salute to my brother, Kurt Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar, a.k.a. the historian, a.k.a. my brother, my co-host. What's good with you, Kurt?
Hey, Blue, man. What's good, man? What's good with you, Blue Blood? What's up, child? How's everybody doing today on this Tuesday evening?
Man, doing great, Kurt. Hey, Kurt, what did Bob just say?
Bob said he killed the fight.
I didn't say it,
killed
Kurt.
the fight. He killed the fight.
Hey, Kurt, I didn't say it. You didn't say it. And what was Terence Crawford's response? I don't blame Bob because he's trying to make all the fights happen. Well, how's he trying to make the fight happen if he just told you he prevented the fight from happening? Let's deal with facts over feelings, people. His first order objective is to get the Manny Pacquiao fight. And he said he don't blame Bob Arum because Bob Arum wants to make the fights happen. Bob Arum says he prevented the fight from happening. So how can Bob Arum be trying to make all the fights he wants to make happen if Bob said he prevented the fight from happening? Salute to my brother Emmanuel H, a.k.a. Super Chat E in the Super Chat, dropping that dub on us in the Super Chat. He says, salute Blue, Kurt, and people's in the chat. I think it's a 50-52, but my gut tell me EJ gonna win. I think EJ will start to break him down, and Bud will make adjustments, but so will EJ, not being biased, even though I'm from Texas. Yeah, man. I mean, Joshua Tabak, my brother in the Super Chat, dropping that dub on us in the Super Chat. He said, can't wait to see Crawford versus Porter. Crawford get hit. It wakes him up. His 147-pound opponents get hit back and go down hard. Porter doesn't get hurt. So what happens when Crawford hits someone back and that guy keeps coming? That's the question everybody wants to know. The adjustments he's going to have to make dealing with Shawn Porter. He's going to have to make adjustments to deal with Shawn Porter. He's going to have to make adjustments to deal with Shawn Porter. He gonna have to make adjustment. Salute to Renee Bashion, my brother in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Renee Bashion. He gonna have to make adjustments to deal with Shawn Porter. Right? Salute to Twin D, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. He said, "What's happening, Blue? First time in the super chat, but it won't be my last. Blues the facts over feelings and Kurt Sugar on the same show. Talk about Undisputed." Salute to you, King.
Salute, man. That's much appreciated. I mean, kind words, man.
David Hardy III, salute. So now, Kurt, let me ask you this. I don't know if you heard the news, Kurt, but let me catch you up. I'm sure you heard it. Emmanuel Lopez, salute. Mikey Garcia, he came out. Let's listen to Mikey Garcia, Kurt. Just so they know, Kurt, it's not me, Kurt, because they got a tendency to want to say, "Hey, man, it's Blue, man." No, we deal with facts over feelings. It's not me. We're dealing with facts over feelings. So let's just listen to it. Let's just deal with facts over feelings. Hold on. Let's deal with facts over feelings over here. Hold on, Kurt. We're going to get to this right now.
Exclusive with Mikey Garcia here, who's of course going to be fighting Pacquiao. When are you fighting Pacquiao, Mikey?
Well, we're finalizing all of the details, but we hope to get the date exact in the next few days, get an exact date, location, everything.
We're looking at May, right?
Well, we're trying to get everything done for May.
What did he say, Kurt?
Trying to get everything done for May.
So that means he ain't fighting Terence Crawford. So okay. So now, Kurt. What chain of events took place? Because didn't they say that Pacquiao's going to get 40 million, Terence Crawford is going to get 10 million. He turned down 40 million to fight Mikey Garcia. Jock Loke, I'm gonna have all my merch up soon. Just be patient with me. I'm gonna have all the merch up soon. But you could go to my Instagram, Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word, and hit me in there, man. But I've been backed up, man. But Kurt, $40 million you turned down to fight Terence Crawford, to fight Mikey Garcia, who doesn't have a belt?
Crawford was never going to get that fight. It's like Crawford is President John F. Kennedy. Remember, John F. Kennedy was surrounded by enemies. That's Terence Crawford. He doesn't realize that, he's been chasing ghosts and Manny Pacquiao trying to get that fight. Bob say he killed the fight. This is not speculation. This is not alleged. We heard Bob say it. Freddie Roach hinted long time ago, says, man, that's a tough fight for us. What Mayweather can do, Crawford can do. So Freddie Roach was hitting, maybe stay away from Crawford. And Mikey come off a dismal beating at the hands of Earl Spence. Then he fights Vargas, and he's rewarded for a Manny Pacquiao fight. Crawford was never going to get that fight, but I blame him as well because Terence Crawford, I love him, but outside the ring, he's delusional, and he's a big reason why his career hasn't gone anywhere. Where he's had a great career, where he can't get the big fight for legacy. I mean, maybe he don't care. Manny Pacquiao was his dream fight, but I blame him because somebody got to wake him up and tell him go elsewhere.
And my thing, Kurt, is that how we saying, because I see the brothers in the chat, right? Well, Manny's doing that because Manny don't want to fight Crawford. Kurt, $40 million? You offer Manny Pacquiao $40 million. You think he going to turn that down?
He ain't turning down no $40 million. You know, man, it's been a lot of posting lately with Ryan Garcia and all that, but you know, Terence Crawford been wanting that fight, what, 5 or 6 years now?
7 years.
7 years chasing ghosts, chasing rainbows. And you got a promoter who doesn't believe in you. Your own promoter said, I killed the fight. You know how furious I would be?
Right. But Kurt, he re-signed with him, though, after that.
Mm-hmm.
He re-signed with him. So who don't want the fight? He's complacent. He's complacent, Kurt. Jay Brown in the super chat, dropping that dub and a nickel on us in the super chat. He said Arum needs to retire as a promoter because he's tripping. He said, I think he may have. Man, Bob is just Bob, man. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Great fights. Once again. Blew your bias. You straight Spence fanboy. Shaking my head. You should know better. Wow, I thought you would be real about this fight. But you just like the rest of these Bud guys that don't like Bud. Okay. Great fights. Tell me and these people something in here I said that wasn't true. Go. It's amazing, right? Because great fights comes in every day. But he says I'm biased. Like, why are you listening to me? So now, tell us something I said that wasn't true, Great Fights. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell us something that I said that wasn't true. Go ahead. You see, like, it makes no sense. If you just heard Bob Arum say that, and you heard Terence Crawford say that, you heard Mikey Garcia say that, why are you talking about it's me? This just lets me know that people, when they can't help themselves when they look in their own mirror. Josh White, once again, man, y'all.
This is for the chat, Blue.
Mm-hmm.
This is for the chat. You know, when a fighter gets into the business of boxing, he wants to be a prize fighter. He fights for money. It is a business, but he wants to win and win every fight. So being undefeated means something. By me saying that, a fighter has a promoter, you know, he has a manager, but that fighter must also put himself in a position for him to be successful out the ring as well inside the ring. You look at somebody like a Canelo who's successful because he felt that he had a guy in Oscar that was holding him back. And what did Canelo do? He got fed up and he made the right decision. He got rid of Oscar. Errol Spence Jr. put himself in a great position, you know, by becoming a pay-per-view fighter. His brand is big because where he's from and who's backing him, the Dallas Cowboys. He has the hip-hop scene. He has everything because that's what he did. He put himself in the position to be successful. Came back from a car accident. He could have took a light touch, but he said, nah, I'm better than that. I want Danny Garcia. He beat Danny Garcia. So now he's in a position, you know, to get another belt. We fight Udenis Ugas. Terence Crawford is the opposite. Terence Crawford did not put himself and a position of power as a prize fighter. He didn't do that. So now he's had a great career, but he hasn't had that defining fight because of being stubborn and delusional. Somebody on his team should tell him, look, the Spence fight is on the table. We take the 40%. And there's a good chance that fight might not happen. And there's a good chance Crawford might not get the Manny Pacquiao fight. So he should fight Porter. I mean, we're going on, but the point I'm trying to make is that you have to help yourself. He has a promoter that's not helping him. He could have helped himself in 2018 by going elsewhere. Now his last chance, his last stand will be October. His birthday is September 28th. Give himself a happy birthday present by going elsewhere. Things will be better for him. Things will open up for him. But he has to make that decision.
Exactly, Kurt. You see, they instead of them pointing blame where it needs to be pointed, they rather say it's me for telling you the truth. They can't say one thing I said that wasn't true here because it didn't even come from me. It came from them. So what are you talking about? It makes no sense.
That's why you played the audio. You can't call me a hater because I love Terence Crawford. He's my favorite fighter, but just because he's my favorite fighter, that's constructive criticism. I hold every fighter to their feet to the fire. Canelo, I got on him because of that sham of a fight. I got on Charlo, because what he said with Benavidez. I got on Fury. I get on everybody when something's not right. I don't care who you are. Nobody, no name supersedes that. So, if a fighter needs to be criticized, I'm going to criticize him because I look at boxing from the objective perspective. So, that's my philosophy on that. Hey, I picked Terence to beat Earl. Well, now it's 50-50, but because it's going to be it's a tough fight for both. Now, I don't know who's going to win now, but, business-wise, I have to get on Terence, man. He's not doing the right thing. So you can't call me a Terence Crawford hater.
Yeah, it makes no sense, Kurt. It's the hardest thing to do in the world, Kurt, is pointing the finger at yourself. It's the hardest thing in the world. Everybody always wants to point the finger at somebody else for their shortcomings, not themselves. I've always been a person to look at myself and say, man, why did I do that? Why did I do this? Since I was a kid. You got to point the finger at yourself. The hardest thing to do in life is to live with regret. So you can say all you want. The truth is the truth. You could try to tell the world all you want. PA player, salute. That is somebody else. The truth is the truth. I'll play you the audio from Bob Arum saying it. What Terence Crawford said, Mikey Garcia. Yet you saying this. Warrior Class the Third, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dog on us in the super chat. He says, salute, Blue Big Dog. Does boxing on Triller have enough clout to put up the money to host these super fights we want to see? Support the channel, support the grind. Yeah, they do. It's a matter of if they want to direct the money in that direction. I'm hearing that Triller also signed Regis Prograis, Kurt.
Yeah, I heard he's fighting Ivan Redkach April 17th on Triller. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be on the undercard of Teofimo Lopez. I don't know how true that is. April's around the corner. Kevin Hargrave, my brother in the super chat, he said, I'm starting to think Bud don't want the fights because he re-signed with Top Rank. And guess what else he said, Kevin Hargrave? After Bob Arum says, Terence Crawford is difficult to deal with. Terence Crawford, we lost so much money on Terence Crawford, we could build a mansion in Beverly Hills from scratch, is what he said. And then Terence Crawford went behind it and said, I never said I wanted to leave Top Rank. I just said I wanted to stay with Top Rank and make as much money as possible. Who's at fault here? Who's saying this? Blue or me? Is Blue or them? All I'm telling you is what they said. Why are you pointing the finger at me? Shouldn't you point the finger at them? It's about time you look at Terence Crawford and say, bro, why don't you get up out of there? You heard Bob Arum just tell you that he blocked the fight. You heard Bob Arum say that he lost so much money on Terence Crawford he could build a mansion in Beverly Hills from scratch. You heard Bob Arum say, these dudes ain't, Shawn Porter, Keith Thurman ain't worth more than $1 million. That's Bob Arum said that, not Blueblood. And then you hear Terence Crawford double back and say, I don't blame Bob Arum. So he don't get the fights. Whose fault is it? Salute to Marty Mart in the super chat, dropping that 3/4 of a dub or half a hundo. Half a hundo, Kurt. Half a hundo in the super chat. He said, I just want to see Crawford fight Porter, Spence, or Manny because that's going to be a good fight for sure. And I'm looking to win some money on Crawford. And lastly, hopefully Crawford doesn't resign with Bob Arum again. Well, bro, you might be out of luck. You might be out of luck, bro. You might be out of luck, bro. Von and Steph TV in the super chat again. He said, Bud don't want to deal with the business. He just wants to fight. But now he in a position that he has to promote himself. If not, he's not going to get the big fights. Oh, yeah. And guess what else he said? Von TV, Von and Steph TV. You know what else he said? This is on record. This is not me. Again, this is not me. This is on record. This is him. You know what he said on record? I know if I wasn't with Bob Arum, I can make all these fights happen. Did he not say that, Kurt?
You sure did.
I know if I wasn't with Bob Arum, I can make all these fights happen. So you resign with Bob Arum, then who's not trying to make the fights? Cedric Trailer, my brother in Super Chat. What do you think about Triple G turning it down? What's going on here? What's going on here with this, man? What do I think about Triple G turning down 2-fight deal on PBC and DAZN? Oh, he turned it down? Cedric Trailer? I didn't know he turned it down. Last time I reported on him, them offering him the deal. I didn't know he turned it down. So I got to look into that. But if he turned it down, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Path of least resistance for him. You know, he don't want that Jamal Charlo fight. You heard about that, Kurt?
Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah, I heard he turned it down. I saw your video, but I heard he turned it down.
Wow, I didn't even know he turned it down. Last time I got the info that he, you know, they made the offer. I'm not surprised, though. He wanted to fight Jaime Munguia. Now, that's a path of least resistance. Salute to my brother, Boxing Conversation, Reggie Owens in the building. Go subscribe to my brother, Boxing Conversation, Reggie Owens. He said people today are so weak. They hear constructive criticism and cry about it and label it as hate. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They can't help themselves, Reggie. You know, they use these words completely out of context. Completely. William Old School Audette, salute. He used it completely out of context, and oh man, you hear me saying, oh, he should do this. Oh man, you don't like Terence. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? How did you make that assessment of that? How did you come up with that? It's unreal, Kurt.
Yeah, that's because fans just can't separate facts from feelings, as you say, man, and they get emotionally attached to certain fighters, and that's where the problem lies.
Yeah. They can't help themselves, Kurt. Oh man, this Blue don't like him, man. Oh, here they go again, not disliking. What are you talking about? Man, it's amazing, man. Only in boxing this happened. Only in boxing. Marshall Law, salute. Quinn Myers, Albert Harper, salute. Only in boxing the fans do this, Kurt. Only in boxing. They just can't separate facts and feelings. They can't help themselves. DP Rocker, my brother in the super chat, he said, "Peace, Kurt and Blue. It's plain and simple. You're the messenger, and you know how that be. Bomac is at fault also. Can't let him off the hook. Facts. Listen to what Bomac had to say, DP Rocker. Bomac said Keith Thurman priced himself out of the fight asking for $10 million, right? He says if they truly, now listen to this, if Keith Thurman truly wanted to fight, he would have, and Lord, wait. He says Keith Thurman priced himself out the fight because he don't have a promoter. Then he says if he truly wanted to fight, he would send us a contract with a boatload of money. Why would he send y'all a contract when you the A side? That's number one. That's number one. And the last time I checked, Manny Pacquiao left this very same promoter you was with, and Bob Arum, he confirmed that Manny Pacquiao got the money he was looking for and fought the fights he was looking to fight when he left the promoter and where Keith Thurman is without a promoter. So how does that add up? This is what I'm saying, people. You got to deal with facts over feelings. Keith Thurman got a lot of money to fight Pacquiao. Pacquiao got $20 to $25 million to fight Adrian Broner and Keith Thurman. Bob Arum confirmed that and said, I'm glad I didn't have to pay it. He left Top Rank and got the money he was looking for. So he didn't need a promoter. So, and he ain't the A side. Twin D, my brother in the super chat, he said, Blue Kurt, do you see Shakur ultimately running into similar problems as Bud and Teo and a long list of other fighters? Where Arum is concerned in getting the fights he wants, e.g. Valdez and should have. Yeah, Shakur Stevenson is not going to run this problem because he's going to exit before it gets to that. I mean, we see what Teofimo Lopez is going through, and yet you still don't understand. Why would Teofimo Lopez resign? Does anybody here believe that Teofimo Lopez would resign with Top Rank if he was a free agent? No. Nobody. The writing is on the wall. You see a long history of fighters that exit. You see fighters that exit. So why would you resign? That don't add up. It don't add up. So you didn't want, oh, look at Junior the Truth. My brother Junior the Truth. Go subscribe to my brother Junior the Truth. He said, Shawn Porter gonna stink Bud. you know he riding with Ohio. You know he riding, Kurt. You know he riding with Ohio, Kurt.
Oh yeah, Junior the Truth, man. Ohio, he got Ohio written all over him.
Yep, all over it, man. What did he say? Ohio born player made. Ohio born player made. Salute to my brother Emmanuel H, aka Super Chat E. Come through, dropping that 3/4 of $100 on us in the Super Chat. He said, man, that sounds like a house slave, telling a field slave we don't need to leave. We have a good life here. Like what? Bob backhanding you, and then you saying pay me my cut. I don't pocket watch, but dang, if he's saying you want to make more money with Top Rank, not the place. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. It just don't add up. So the people get frustrated with me for telling you the truth. What you want me to do? Peace and blessings to the Queen Lynette Bowman in the building. What's good with you, Queen? How you doing? I ain't see you in a month of days. Kurt, it don't add up, Kurt. What's your thoughts on it, though, Kurt?
Well, I just got finished saying a fighter has to help himself. And let's talk about the Shakur thing. I think Shakur is going to leave because Bob is an old school guy. Bob don't have faith in any of his fighters because they're not big like he think they should be. Like it's going from Leonard and Hagler to these guys. It's a different. Bob had faith in those guys. He didn't have to worry about losing money. He didn't lose money with those guys like he's doing now. He looking at Teo and Terence, and eventually he's going to look at Shakur the same way. But like you said, if Shakur probably leave before the roof caves in. But with Terence Crawford, man, I don't know. It's very frustrating, Blue, man, that we have to talk about this, over and over again because this guy is, he just refuses to do the right thing for himself. He just refuses, man. The Earl Spence, don't you think that's a good offer, 40% for a Spence fight?
Kurt, it's a great offer.
Great offer. He'll make more. Go ahead, Blue. I'm sorry.
No. Kurt, you're right. That's a great offer. But they can't help themselves. Like it's just a bunch of mismanaging. I tell people all the time, man. In the future, he gonna look back and say, if this fight don't happen and he don't take it, he gonna look back and say, man. So let me get this straight. Look what Great Fight says, right, Kurt? This attests to what we're talking about right now. He says Bud ain't broke and Bud ain't hurting, so he ain't taking the 60-40 Spence split. Spence ducking. So who turned down the fight? Now watch this, Kurt. Now great fights. So that's what you said. So who turned down the fight? Who turned down the fight? So now, Kurt, like you said, that's a great offer. So now they would rather see him fight for less money against less opponents. But he made less money against Amir Khan. And nobody had an issue with it. Neither did he. But when it comes to Errol Spence, he can't take a slight pay cut to Errol Spence. But he took one to Amir Khan. How does that add up? So you rather, and then he has a history. He says, what did he say, Kurt? This is his words, not mine. What did he say, Kurt? I've been taking pay cuts for all these fights. I'm not doing it no more.
Mm-hmm.
So you was taking pay cuts with lesser opponents, but you won't do it with Errol Spence. And you're going to make more money than you did in those fights.
That doesn't make sense to me.
That's what I'm trying to say, Kurt.
He doesn't want to play second fiddle to Earl Spence. It's all about his ego. And ego is man's worst friend.
Yep.
Worst enemy.
Yep.
Worst friend. Worst enemy.
Yep. Dwayne Yosef, brother in the Super Chat, he said, Blue, what do you think about Anthony Dirrell's comeback performance and where he stands at 168? I like Anthony Dirrell, man. That he should have, I mean, this is boxing, so anything could happen, but I thought he was going to put on a dazzling performance and clearly win the fight, and he didn't. And he didn't, man. I thought he was, and he didn't. So, it's a good fighter, though, man. But I don't think he was going to beat David Benavidez in a rematch. So, I mean, I don't know, man. What you think about Anthony Dirrell, Kurt?
Well, his career been marred by unfortunate incidents. Remember, he had the sickness, and then he had the motorcycle accident. And being a fighter, you can't have those kind of things happen. I mean, they happen. They happen to other fighters. It's just he's been what you call snake bitten on a couple of occasions. I thought he'd be better in his career. He's not a bad fighter, but he just had some unfortunate situations that happened to him. I know he wasn't going to beat Benavidez. He could make some noise, but he ain't beating the top 168 pounders. The last fight was a draw. He probably fight a rematch with Kyron Davis, and he's been through a lot, but he's not beating the upper echelon in the division.
Yeah, I agree. He's a great test, man. Great test. Edward James, my brother in Super Chat, he said, "You think Bud is ducking Porter?" No, I think what he's doing is, instead of him pushing for these fights, he's letting the business handle it, and he's sitting back. He's being idle, and he's okay with the narrative being they don't want to fight him. That's the problem. He's comfortable because, like he said, I could retire today. I'm a Hall of Famer. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna be honest. Terence Crawford don't love boxing. He don't. He's good at it. He does it because he's good at it. He don't love boxing. Even when he sat down with Andre Ward, he stated, if I could retire right now, I would have already been retired. But I got people I'm responsible for. He don't love boxing, and that's what the fans don't get. And so they go along with what he says. Oh man, I'm already a Hall of Famer, and they rebuttal that. You see, he's already a Hall of Famer. That's the problem. Here we go. The infamous words, Kurt. I was waiting for this. Here go great fights. Y'all think that, but y'all ain't getting in the ring. That's always the argument. Y'all don't box. Right. So we don't know what we see because we don't get in the ring, Kurt.
I never had a bowl of Dookie either, but I know they don't taste good.
Oh, Kurt, I never heard that one, Kurt. I never. That was a good one, Kurt. Oh, I never heard that one. Facts.
I knew that was coming up. You know, I mean, listen. I mean, come on, you gotta really put your feelings to the side. Great fights. You gotta see what we're talking about, man. Terence Crawford doing everything wrong. Everything.
Oh man, you can't make this stuff up, man. Y'all ain't fight. That always a comeback. Every time a professional athlete can't answer a question, their response is always, "Man, I don't respond to people who ain't never did it." Always. Always. It's a cop out. Von and Steph TV back in the super chat. He says 60-40 is a good offer. And if he beats Spence, they're going to fight again. Then it would be worth more money, and it would be 50-50 or 60-40 his way. Facts. Listen, if Floyd Mayweather could fight and take a lesser split against Arturo Gatti and Oscar De La Hoya, he took a 70-30 split in favor of Oscar De La Hoya. He was already a 4-division world champion. He was already considered a pound-for-pound best fighter in the world between him and Roy Jones Jr. He was already doing pay-per-views. And he took a 70-30 split in favor of Oscar De La Hoya. Because what did he say? I know once I beat him, I'm going to be the king. I'm going to be the cash cow. So I'm going to dethrone him. Floyd Mayweather, people say what they want. He gave so many people the blueprint, and I don't understand. He gave you the cheat code, and you still don't use it. I mean, you look at Floyd Mayweather, the most successful boxer in the history of the sport of boxing. And he gave you every blueprint possible, and you still don't use it. And y'all don't use it, and then place blame on everybody else. Man, it's amazing. Edward James, my brother in the super chat. He said, Charlo and Triple G, will it truly happen? According to my brother Kurt and the other brothers, they said that he turned it down. I'm not surprised. He gonna go the route of fighting Jaime Munguia. I'm not surprised at all. Not surprised at all. Not surprised at all, man. Now that's a true path of least resistance. Daniel Staley in the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. He said, salute Blue Blood and Kurt, the historian. I respect the grind, brothers. Salute to you, great brother. What else we got? Edward James back in the building in the super chat. He said, is it safe to say James Prince got the next big stable of boxers? Yeah, that's still yet to be seen, but you could say that. You could say that. You could make an argument for it. He definitely making a name for him. I mean, he already has, but for sure. Dr. Pablo Slab, my brother in the super chat. Kurt almost made me crack. Salute, my brother. Oh, man. Great fights, man. I'm going to ignore you from now on. I tried, brother. I can't talk to people. It's just unrealistic.
Well, one thing for sure, I'm glad. Well, we know what's going to happen, but it's official. In Vegas, May 22nd, you got Josh Taylor taking on Jose Ramirez. I can't wait for that fight.
And Kurt, that might be subject to change. God came and salute. Not Israel salute. Because if Pacquiao and Mikey Garcia are trying to fight in May, well, that's more than likely going to be the date.
Yeah, because you got the Canelo Saunders fight May 8th. And, you know, box, they don't like the bunch, you know, pay-per-views or fights together like that. So, well, he fights on his own, but they don't like, you know, they like to space him out. So it could be. I can see that.
Yeah, because of Pacquiao. If he comes back and fights on May 2nd, 20, because, you know, he ain't going to fight on May 8th. You know, and so unless it's May 1st, but still, I can't see them. If Pacquiao fought May 1st and Canelo fought May 8th, I can't see them having that fight May 22nd. Too much going on. You know, so I think that they would move it. Even though it's it will be three different networks and platforms, because Pacquiao, Mikey Garcia is going to be PBC. Canelo, Joe Saunders is going to be DAZN, and Ramirez and Taylor is going to be ESPN. So it's possible they could stay on that date, you know. But I'm thinking Manny Pacquiao is going to be eyeing that 22nd date, and I can see them moving into June. You know, which one is not going to be bad. Box conversation, my brother Reggie Owens in the super chat. He said, damn, Rafael, Jim Lampley, Larry Merchant, Kevin Iole, Chris Maddox, and the list goes on, have never been in the fight. This is a fact. But they don't question them. They take their word for gold. You know why they question us, Reggie? Because we give them a voice. They question me and Kurt and you because we give them a voice. Right? You heard. And see, so it goes unappreciated. Well, I can't say that. For some people. See, I'm sitting there and you could look at me. But y'all watch somebody that you can't see, never seen before, and take his word for gold. That's the way it goes. Shawn M., my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. He said, I'm afraid brothers in the part of the country, in the part of the country, have a different mentality. And when a wealthy man comes in their life, they're easily misled. Bud thinks he's paid enough plus investment with Warren Buffett. Oh, yeah. Yep, I understand exactly what you're saying. And so it's easy for him. See, my thing is this. Why would he dismiss Errol Spence? I didn't hear this when it was Amir Khan. I didn't hear him making any mention of Kell Brook, Keith Thurman, none of them. When it's Errol Spence, it's like, man, no, this dude. Slim Jim 314, he said, I missed the super chat, Kurt. No, did I miss it or I ain't get to it yet? I hope I didn't miss it.
I don't think you missed it, did you? Let's see.
I don't think so. No. Nope. No. Nope. I didn't miss it, great brother. Maybe it didn't come up yet. Jelani Everett, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. He said, Kurt had me rolling. Errol will continue to succeed because his head is in the right place, both in and outside of the ring. After that life-threatening car accident he had will be even more focused and tough for anyone to beat. This is a fact. Yep. I agree, bro. I agree.
I think, you know what, with Bob Arum, it just struck me as Teal's going to leave. Well, he's still got 3 years or less Triller by his contract out. I don't think he's going to believe in Shakur. He's not. Bob is going to say he's not big enough. And when I say big, I mean in the standards of Leonard, somebody like that. He's looking for a guy on that plateau. This is what Bob is going to do. He's going to look at Berlanga, and if Berlanga keep starching people, it doesn't matter first, second round. He's going to put him in the summertime at Madison Square Garden because it's tradition during the Puerto Rican Day Parade Festival. Because Puerto Ricans are passionate about boxing, and having a Puerto Rican fighter fight at Madison Square Garden during that weekend, it's like peanut butter and jelly. I done been to the Garden with Cotto and Trinidad. It was magical. So they're going to try to utilize that. Bob Arum's going to try to do that.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. Fat Cat Shadowboxing, he said, we'll pack Mikey Garcia be on PBC or DAZN. It's going to be on PBC. Twin D, my brother in the super chat, he said, I hope some of these Bud fans don't use this pitiful logic when arguing with their girl after coming in from spending the night with their side chick. Facts. They're going to be caught up, man. You heard him, Kurt?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. What did he say?
He said, I hope some of these Bud fans don't use this pitiful logic when arguing with their girl after coming in from spending the night with their side chick.
That's funny.
They're going to be caught up, man. Sir Dante Fox, my brother in the super chat, said, no one person is telling Bud what he's worth. We all are looking at the actual factual numbers. Facts over feelings. This is a fact. But they're going to tell us, well, you ain't boxed before.
That's when your team, if somebody truly loves Bud, they would tell him, like, look, Terence, listen, man, I don't know how you're going to feel, but that 40% is a good offer, man. Beat him, and then you fight a rematch. You'll get the lion's share, but take this offer. If anybody, Benny, Bomac, anybody, a family member, his sisters, anybody, if they really loved him or whatever, they should tell him that.
Right, because we're not dealing with, again, Kurt, they get this misconstrued. We ain't talking about his skill set in the ring. We're talking about the decisions out the ring.
Totally different.
Demetrius Andrade, it's the same situation. You could get uprooted if you want. The facts are the facts. You can't dispute Errol Spence is doing bigger numbers. Facts. Bob Arum is telling you one thing and doing another. Facts. Actually, he ain't even doing that, Kurt. He's telling you what he's not going to do. Like what? And so how do you, Kurt? This I can't understand. How do they look at us and be like, oh man, these dudes, I ain't going on Blue Blood channel, man. This dude be come here and dispute what I'm telling you. See, that's the difference when it's scripted and when it's, and when you go to, like, tell me See, if Terence Crawford came here, I'm gonna ask him, Kurt. What about Bob Arum made you resign? And what do you think about his actual comments? Because regardless, he said it. This is what Bob Arum had to say. Not me. Why is this your response? Why do you give him a pass? See, here's the thing. He would give Bob Arum a pass, but not Errol Spence.
It's true.
Errol Spence ain't never blocked this. So he's trying to say Errol Spence is blocking the fight. What about Bob Arum blocking the fight? What about in-house blocking your fight? William Old School Audette, my brother in the super chat, he said, Blue, salute and thanks for keeping it real. Salute to you, King. I appreciate you, man. Always coming through. Salute to my brother William Old School Audette. Danny Staley in the super chat, he said, Blue Blood and Kurt had social media destroying boxing, too much talking, no fighting. It could help it. What happened is they're not using it the correct manner. In a sense, it is hurting the sport of boxing, but if you use it correctly, if Floyd Mayweather had this access to social media, his fights would have been even bigger than it was, if you can imagine that. Instagram, Twitter, all of these things, Twitch and TikTok and YouTube, they wasn't as big as they are today's time. And Floyd Mayweather did those numbers. If he had this access to you guys, oh man, come on, man. Come on, man. See, you gotta think. He got 32 million. He got 32 million social media followers, right? And he ain't even fighting. If he was fighting, he's just posting stuff. Oh, he going on vacation, or promoting this and promoting that. If he was still fighting in the prime of his career with this much access, oh man, it would be over. Because he's a genius. He understands how to use it in his advantage. Ryan Garcia is using it to his advantage. Now he's using it to his advantage, but he ain't making the fights we want to see. But he's using it to his advantage. Because Ryan Garcia, Elliot Burgess, salute. Samuel Rogers, salute. Counter Move, salute. Ryan Garcia, contrary to popular belief, he don't do big numbers. But he leads you to believe he does big numbers in boxing because he has a big social media following. That's just the truth. And these fighters are not using it. They can't deal with it. They can't deal with the access that people have. It's just like right now, I get so many people in this chat and in my inbox and, oh, you this and you that, you this. If you can't deal with it, you'll break. You'll break. Edward James, brother, back in the super chat, said, out of Ennis, Crawford, Spence, who will be the first one with an L on their record? In your opinion, why? It won't be Ennis because he ain't gonna fight that level of opponents yet. So I would say it would have to be between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. And I can't really say who it'll be because we got to see the level of opponent. Errol Spence is fighting a higher level of opposition, so obviously the risk is higher for Errol Spence than it is Terence Crawford. But anything can happen in the sport of boxing, especially when you step up your game. So, what's your thoughts on that, Kurt?
It will be either Crawford or Spence, especially if the fight happens to get made, they will cancel each other. But probably Spence because he's fighting the higher level, like you said, competition. He's fighting the Danny Garcias. He'll be fighting you guys. That fight ain't made. So it will probably be him. But hey, in the ring, anybody can lose. We saw Buster Douglas knock out Mike Tyson. Anything can happen. Since that upset, I seen that, I said, man, anything can happen in the sport of boxing. You never know, but hey, the nature of boxing, when you fight good fighters, you eventually lose. It's hard going undefeated. I would probably say Spence because of the level of opposition, but if the fight get made, it could be Crawford or Spence.
Mm-hmm. And if Terence Crawford fights Shawn Porter, which is exciting in my opinion, there's a possibility he could lose that fight. Now I favor Terence Crawford to win the fight, but it's a possibility Shawn Porter can win. Shawn Porter is nobody's easy out, man. Slim Jim 314, my brother in super chat. He said, "Let's start a GoFundMe for the fight." Man, these dudes already rich, man. DP Rocker, my brother in the super chat. Bomac is telling Bud on the low, you can't win. Adrian Balboa voice. Peace. Nah, man, they're going about the business part all wrong, man. I mean, and we can't say they're going about it all wrong, because if you feel like you're right, Karen Battle, salute. You feel like you don't need it, then you don't need it. But the problem is you can't blame everybody else for not making the fights. That's where the problem lies. You can't be like, oh man, Errol Spence is blocked. No, sir. No, sir. See, that's the problem. The fans don't want to be realistic, right? They'll come in here and be like, the fans don't want to they don't want to be realistic, right? They don't want to say, state the obvious. He said, right? When you got people like Great Fights in here, just refuse to use reality, and instead of them saying, if Terence Crawford says 60-40 ain't happening, and then Terence Crawford says, if I wasn't with Bob Arum, I could make these fights happen, and you re-sign with Bob Arum, then be realistic. Tell the people the truth. That's the problem. Macados and Mac of the South, salute. Be truthful. Snoop 500, salute. That's the problem. Too many people that can't be truthful. Tell the truth. If he said that if I leave Bob Arum in Top Rank, if I wasn't with him, I could make these fights happen, and you re-sign with Bob Arum, then you don't want to make these fights. Period. Sean M., my brother in the super chat, he said it makes no sense. How can you have hoop dreams and not want to beat the best in the dream for the chip? It's a fact. And then he says, "Oh man, listen what Great Fights." This is the last time I'm responding to him anyway. But he goes, "Oh, now y'all questioning if the man want to fight in his profession." See, that's how you know somebody that don't do research. Just blabbering on and don't do their research. Deontay Mosley, salute. Terence Crawford is the one that said that. Bet you didn't know that, did you? See, research works wonders before you speak. But yeah, Kurt, man. It's just so. But what do you think about the Shawn Porter fight, though, Kurt? Do you think that Silver Surfer Luigi salute? Do you think that he should pursue it?
Oh, absolutely. That's a no-brainer. Shawn Porter is a former champion, has the name. That fight has a lot of sauce on it, man. So I mean, where else he's gonna go? So that's the logical choice. But like I said, when it makes sense in boxing, it doesn't make sense. So he has to fight Shawn Porter. He cannot fight. And Cavalcaucus, contrary to popular belief, he can fight, but he cannot afford to fight a fighter that has no name, because his brand is so big and he's one of the top fighters. He needs to fight somebody that we all recognize. So Shawn Porter will be the favorable choice. He's tough. Not only he's tough, but he's a really good fighter. I think he's still underrated as a fighter, and he's going to test Terence Crawford, and Crawford can measure himself, against Porter and use it as a barometer against Errol Spence. If he knocks Porter out somehow, then you'd be like, hey, look, look what I did. Or if he beats him more convincingly than Earl Spence, he could use that as a bargaining chip. So that would be the smart move. But you got a promoter who treating Porter like a redheaded stepchild, talking about what he said now, 2 million. You know, Shawn is worth more than that, man. You know,
No.
million is an insult.
1 million.
1 million, right? Right. But didn't he say something about? Didn't he come back? Or I'm wrong and said 2 million.
No. He said he'll give Shawn 1 million with incentives on the back end. But somebody asked Shawn, what if he said that he'd give you 2 million? And he said 2 million is not enough either. I'm worth more than 2 million. And then somebody asked Bob, he Shawn Porter said that 2 million is not enough. He said, Bob responded to him saying that 2 million wouldn't be enough. But initially he said 1 million guaranteed with incentives.
That's still a little, I mean, nah, that's disrespectful, but that would be the logical choice. But, Terence Crawford, biggest opponent, is his promoter.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it seems like. And you stop him for getting quality fights. But Porter, somehow, somewhere, I think is going to get made. Don't ask me how or why, but I think it's going to get made.
Yeah, it's going to get made because he's the mandatory, Kurt.
I forgot about that. Did he activate his mandatory already?
Yeah. Well, I think what Shawn Porter was doing, Kurt, was I think that he was sitting back and he didn't want to interrupt if they could get the Pacquiao fight. So I think that, because he said that Kenny, Shawn's father and trainer and manager, he said that he met with him in the office and they got him in kind of recess. So I guess they told him, listen, we'll revisit a fight with you if we can't get this Pacquiao fight, but let us get this Pacquiao fight. So I don't think he wanted to interrupt it, but then he's saying, now if you ain't gonna get the Pacquiao fight, it's time. He gonna push. Shawn Porter gonna push for it. So
if that fight can get made, then we'll have Garcia, Pacquiao. We'll have Porter and Crawford. We'll have Taylor Ramirez, and there'll be a couple of other fights that's in the making. So it wouldn't look too bad on 2021, but it has to be official.
Mm-hmm.
And Tank got a big announcement coming up too.
Tank.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. We got Danley Staley in the super chat. He said Porter should take the 2 million and take Bud's belt. No, that's too low, man. He got 1.7 to fight for Miller. So that's too low, bro.
He got 1.7 for Miller?
Yeah, for Miller. So imagine. Ryan Taylor, brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. He said, I'm starting to think Terence has that house brother mentality like Samuel Ellen. And go, let's not forget he was mad at Bob for the right reason. Then he reversed his opinion. Stop following Master and don't be mad. It's on you. That's what I'm saying.
But Blue hit it right on the head, chat. Bud doesn't love boxing. He don't.
No, he don't. He don't. He expressed that. He said he would have been done with boxing if it wasn't for the fact that he had people to take care of. That tells you everything he need to know. He don't love the sport. He don't love the sport. I mean, and he ain't the first person. How many professional athletes don't love the sport? They don't love it. I just was watching Shannon Sharp interview with Adamican Sue, right, Kurt? And do you know what it was somebody he couldn't name, like he was like, I never watched Reggie White play. I don't watch football. Like what he was saying was like, he was, what I'm saying, you would think that he would know, right? He didn't know. Like, you would think the obvious. He would know who Reggie White is. And no, he didn't know, Kurt. He was like, I mean, he knew who they was, but he said he never watched them play.
You know who hated boxing?
Who was that?
Sugar Ray Robinson.
Sugar
He
Ray
hated
Robinson.
it.
Yep. I was just going to say, I forgot. Yep. Sugar Ray Robinson did not like boxing. And said it on numerous occasions. He was just good at it. And it, you know, it awarded him this lifestyle he wanted. Dash Oliver, brother in the super chat. He said, do we think Crawford beats Porter anyway? I'm not sure Crawford beats Porter, period. Never mind Spence. I think he'll beat Shawn Porter. I think he has the necessary tools to make the adjustments. I think it's going to be a very close fight, like the Keith Thurman fight. I could see it playing out just like the Keith Thurman fight. You know, I think so. So I think it'll play out like that. But now, Kurt, let me ask you this question, though, Kurt. Do you think that $40 million offer was ever there for Manny Pacquiao?
For some reason, no.
Yeah.
I just got this feeling. No, I could be wrong, but I just think that people was chasing rainbows, man. For some reason, it sounds real fugazi to me. That whole Pacquiao Crawford thing.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't see him turning down. I can't see him turning down $40 million to fight Terence Crawford for a belt. To fight Mikey Garcia, Kurt. I can't see that. You got that's a legacy fight and $40 million. He's not going to get $40 million to fight Mikey Garcia. You see what I'm saying, Kurt? So I can't see him turning that down. Like, what would be the reason for turning it down? Hey, great fights, man. Great fights. You about 2 seconds away from me blocking you altogether, man. I'm trying to give you a pass, bro. But now you're going too far. So I'm trying, bro. I'm trying not to, you know what I'm saying? You could have your opinion, you could disagree. I'm cool with that. When you start with the name stuff, man, I'm 2 seconds away from blocking you, bro. So I'm trying to give you an opportunity, bro. You need to relax now. And listen, man, you know, we all grown here, so I don't like to, you know what I mean, do that, man. Everybody could have their own opinion, man, but you're just going too far, brother. People is just, man, you can't make this up, man. TB Rice, my brother in the super chat, he said 2 with insensitive would be okay if Bud actually sold. Oh, 2 million with incentives would be okay if Bud actually sold. Yeah. Right. I see what you're saying. If it was a big draw, right. Because the incentives is not going to be huge because it's not going to be a big draw. I see exactly what TB Rice is saying. You see what he's saying, Kurt?
Yeah, I understand what he's saying.
Yeah. You're right, TB Rice. That's facts. If it was doing big numbers, Detroit BC, salute. If it was doing big numbers, Tunnel Vision, salute. Clinton Jackson, salute. Reese Bro, salute. If it was doing big numbers, man, you know, if he was doing big numbers, then incentives would be big numbers. Facts. B. Paulie, salute. Darnell Schaefer, salute. Yeah, man, you can't, you know, people just get, you know, African Gamer, salute. They just get overly, you know what I'm saying, just Classy Mag, my brother in the super chat. Jacobs versus Charlo, who you got and why? Oh, I'm going Jamal Charlo. No slight to Danny Jacobs. I love Danny Jacobs, my brother, man. I love Danny Jacobs, but he hasn't shown me that hunger. He hasn't shown me, you know, the will. You know, he seems to be very complacent. Stay paid one, salute. You know, and you know, Jamal Charlo is hungry, so I think Jamal Charlo will win, man. That last fight with Gabe Rosado, I was disappointed, man. I was disappointed to say the least. But who you got, Kurt?
Oh, I got Charlo beating Jacobs, man. I think Jacobs, when he got that money for Canelo, I think that pretty much did it for him. He's comfortable. He fought with no fire when he fought Rosado. He made good against Golovkin, Canelo. He got his money. You know, when a fighter says you ain't touching them M's, you know, that's a red flag. Um, you know, he had cancer, grandmother died. He had some high profile fights, and he pretty much checked out. I don't think he, at this point of his career, I don't think he's hungry anymore. Danny Jacobs.
Yeah, I don't think so either, Kurt. And because of that, I don't see him being Jamal Charlo. I don't see that. Elliot Burgess, my brother in the super chat, he said, it looks like we want to get any big fights due to looks like we want to get any big fights due to the pandemic because the fighters wants to be paid. These greedy promoters, Blue, it's the greedy promoters. Oh, he said it looked like we won't be getting these fights. Nah, man. We're gonna get big fights. Today they said Texas is opening up 100%, Kurt.
Yeah, I saw that on the news. That's, you know, you're gonna have a lot of fights. You know, that's going to be in Texas to get people up in there, and that's a good thing. Let me ask you something. What was Anthony Joshua's purse against Kubrat Pulev? You know?
No, I don't. That's a good question. I don't. New World Era Music Group LLC. Salute. Yeah, I heard that, man. Yeah, Kurt. They no mask or nothing is what they saying, Kurt.
Yep. I saw it when we was doing the show. I was like, what? No mask on World News. I was like, that's big news right there. I think it's a little early for that, but hey.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, man, listen. Elliot Burgess, I think we're gonna get big fights, man. We got some big fights. You got Danny Garcia, you got and Errol Spence, you got Oscar Valdez, Miguel Bushel. We got big fights, man. We got Tank and Leo. We got big fights, so we're gonna get more big fights. Believe that.
Remember, next week is Estrada versus Chocolatito.
Oh yeah, yep. So we getting big fights, man. It's just a matter of time. It's just the business of the sport of boxing. That's just what it is, man. It's the business in the sport of boxing, man. It's gonna take time, man. Take time, but we're gonna get them. Yep, Big Snack Pack said Shawn Porter got more pay-per-view buys than Terence Crawford. He does, but don't tell the fans that though. Oh man, you say, oh man. You can't make it up, man. So yeah, Kurt, man, what you think about, when you think this fight should take place? Because last time, if this was to come to fruition, Terence Crawford last fought in November. Shawn Porter fought what in the summer, right? Against Vermilla?
Yeah, well, was it after the summer?
No, it had to be like, it couldn't have been no more than September. Because I was in Vegas in July and August when he was talking about it. So I think it might have took place in July.
Man, that long ago? Wow. Well, if that happens, it's already March. I would say July.
Yeah, it got to happen soon, right?
April, May, June, July. I would say July.
Or August. It took place in August. Yep, it was August, Kurt.
Man, that's a while ago.
Yeah. It felt like it wasn't that long ago, but it was August. Tavion Parrish, my brother in the super chat. Thoughts on Teo trying to get out of his top ranked deal after his mandatory? Yeah, and I believe Teo is gone. He's getting out of there. He ain't gonna stick around. Michael Colbert, okay, he ain't gonna stick around. Teo get an opportunity to get out, he's gone. And I believe he's going to look to get out. Teo's going to look to get out, man. But a thing he did say, a few things he be saying sometimes is just, sometimes he just be saying some stuff, and it just be, to me, I'll be like, man, Teo is just, and he do, he does come through, but he said that he wants the WBC. He's gonna tell Mauricio Suleiman WBC, Kurt, that they should, he said that they should mandate that he fight Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia as his mandatory next. That's what he said.
That's what he said? I wonder if he's serious.
Yeah, that's what he said, but how serious is he? So, because and I question the sincerity of it due to the fact that he stated that he don't have much fight left at 135, if any. Michael Ewan, Lions Den boxing community. He said that he don't know if he could stay at 135. One fight, if that. So how serious is he it's not hard. First of all, you don't have to make Devin Haney a mandatory to fight him. All you got to do is fight him. Because he's the WBC regular champion. Hey man, get this dude out of here. I'm tired of this dude. I'm tired of looking at you now, bro. Goodbye. Goodbye, bro. I'm tired of looking at this dude now. Just disappear already. So yeah, Kurt, he said he said that that was his plan, but Devin Haney's already the WBC regular champion, so why you have to wait until he's mandated? Bruce Lee, salute. Why you have to wait for him to be mandated to fight him?
You know what? We ain't gonna get none of no great lightweight fights, man.
Yeah. Not until they at 140. Not until they at 140. My brother Jordy King in the super chat, Kurt, AJ received $10 million for the Pulev fight.
Oh, thanks a lot for the information. 10 million?
Yeah. That's fairly low for AJ, right?
Yeah, I'm surprised. Wow.
And Jordy King, you out there in the UK, huh? I believe he in the UK. Another fight before we get out of here, Kurt, is to my surprise, man, is they putting Andy Ruiz and Chris Arreola on pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. And I said, holy smokes. Why not BET or Nickelodeon? Holy smokes. Nah, that's not a pay-per-view fight. All due respect, no.
I mean, Kurt, like, I was like, I'm like, pay-per-view?
I mean, why? Why?
I can't understand that, Kurt.
Yeah, I was very surprised. That's a good Fox fight. That's a good Saturday night network Fox fight.
Right. But pay-per-view, Kurt? I can't understand that. I can't understand that. I can't understand that, Kurt. That's not a pay-per-view fight at all whatsoever.
No.
Pay-per-view, Kurt. And it's just like I don't. It's gonna be in Texas, no doubt. But pay-per-view, Kurt, for that?
I wouldn't be surprised if they renege on that.
I would have to think so, Kurt.
Seriously, I just can't see it.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, I can't, Kurt. I can't see it. Like, why would that be a pay-per-view fight? Like, why? You know what I'm saying, Kurt? Like, that's a free TV fight. That's a Saturday afternoon fight.
That's a good TV fight right there, man. It really is.
Yeah, that's
so
a
don't
Saturday.
be surprised. Yeah, don't be surprised if they renege on that. Somebody come to their senses and say, "Wait a minute, we can't fool the public with this. We can't put this on pay-per-view."
No, man. Come on. If Deontay Wilder and Dominic Brazil wasn't pay-per-view, how could Andy Ruiz and Chris Arreola be pay-per-view? Come on.
Remember, you had Teofimo and Lomachenko on ESPN.
Right. Terence Crawford, Kell Brook. Like, what do we? Come on. Listen, that's just too. Come on. Darius Mason, my brother in Super Chat. Do you think Haney would be better off fighting at 140 rather than fighting someone at 135 and waiting on Tio or Ryan? No, I think that he should wait and fight at 135. And, because those are big fights and it's a huge accomplishments that he can accomplish at 135. So if he could stay there for 1 or 2 more fights, stay there, eventually at only being 20, what is he, 22, 21, 22?
I think 22.
Yeah, he eventually got to go to 40 anyway. So no need to rush it. If he could still comfortably make 135, make 135. Fight Teofimo Lopez. Those are legacy fights because he's gonna fight Teofimo Lopez at 140, rematch him at 140, but don't fight him at not your first fight because it's not gonna be for the same incentives, right? Same marbles, not gonna be on the line. Stormy B Man, my brother, go subscribe to Stormy B Man. You fight at 135 for undisputed, then you move up to 40. So get your accomplishments at 135 as you can still make it. Because there's going to be a point in time he can't make 135. So if he can make it right now, those are big fights, make it happen. And then, stick around too for the possibility of fighting Tank. Because you got to think, Tank ain't never going to 140. I doubt. Not comfortably. It's going to be some sort of catchweight. I just can't see it. Reginald Field, salute. So I was there. What's your thoughts, though, Kurt?
Yeah, if Haney can make the weight comfortably at 135, then stay there. You never listen. You leave that division. Any fighter. This is for any fighter. When you could no longer make the weight comfortably because you hinder your performance, your body seems to fill out naturally and go to another weight. Because you're not going to be effective. Only special fighters can do that. But if you can make the weight and stay in one weight division for the duration of your career, like Marvin Hagler was in such great shape. He could have fought as a junior middleweight. He didn't come in at 160, Blue. He used to come in at 157.
Mm-hmm.
And Bernard Hopkins, for a long period of time, it has to be done the right way. The weight issue is a very important one for a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Teal body is filling out, so I don't mind him going to he don't mind going to 140 because he can't any longer. Some fighters starve themselves. Remember Mikey Garcia? It was like a behind the scenes where he was throwing up on the elevator. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He was killing himself to make that is a no. So. Devin seems to make the weight comfortably because I asked Bill Haney. So stay there until you can't. Because Devin is he has the frame for it.
Mm-hmm. Jim McMillan, salute. Where you been at, Jim McMillan? What's good with you, bro? Chris Trucker, my brother in the Super Chat, he said, what's worse, taking a loss daring to be great or being hesitant to lose? These guys are hesitant to take a loss, whipping like Pop said on Friday. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's to me. It's you know, if you dare to be great and you take a loss, it is what it is. It's boxing. Everybody can't be Floyd Mayweather, Joe Calzaghe, and Rocky Marciano. Those are anomalies, and you know, even that. Respect my loop, salute. And even then, you know, look at Rocky Marciano, and there was some fights that he got away with not fighting. You know what I mean? And Joe Kazaki, he waited till his competition got old before he came across the pond. And then Floyd is just an anomaly. So go ahead and fight the best. What's your thoughts, though, Kurt?
Yeah, hey, you lose, you lose. I don't listen. Nobody wants to lose, but it's part of the game, man. I mean, if you test yourself against the best fighters and lose, that's okay. That's fine. It was a fighter. Let me give you an example. There was a fighter named Ruben Castillo. He was 46-0. Now, if this ain't hard luck, I don't know what is. He had 4 title shots. He fought Salvador Sanchez. He lost the title shot. He tried to regain the title. He lost to Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. He lost to Alexis Arguello, and he lost to Juan Laporte. Now, all those fighters, you have 4 title shots, and you fought the very best. Mm-hmm. And he was gallant, but he didn't say, "Oh man, y'all put me up against an obstacle course." Nah, he didn't complain. That's hard luck right there, going against those guys, man. He just came along at the wrong time. He fought who they put in front of him and didn't complain one bit. And you know what? I was a fan of his for that. So you fight whoever you can fight. You don't complain about nothing. You don't say, "I'm not fighting this guy because this and that." You just fight. You lose, you live to fight another day. Like Glenn Johnson said, "I'm not the best, but I'm willing to fight the best." That's probably the best comment I heard a fighter ever made.
Exactly. Like you say, you want to test yourself against the best. Salute my brother Jim McMillan. He said, "What up, my guy? Been working like a dog. I'm still rocking with you heavy. Salute to you, King. I'm glad you're doing good, man. Glad to see you here, Jim McMillan, my brother, man. Glad to see you here. Kenton Massey, salute." Yeah, Kurt, man, I agree, man. The best got to fight the best. Period. The best got to fight the best. That's what needs to happen. And like I said, Kurt, everybody wants to be Money Mayweather. Nobody wants to be Pretty Boy Floyd. Everybody wants to reap the benefits, but nobody wants to go through, the hardship. You know what I mean? No doubt, Jimmy Miller. What's understood needs no explanation. Salute to you. Yeah, you know what I mean, Kurt? Like, the best need to fight the best, man. Period. Point blank and period. We got Clarissa Shields looking to make history this Friday, Kurt. What's your thoughts on that? She'll be undisputed in 2 different weight classes.
Man, that's quite an accomplishment, man. She should win. I got her by unanimous decision. I've seen the other girl fight a couple of times, but she should win. I don't know if I'm getting the fight. I might just get it to support her. I might as well. What the heck, right? But I'll be rooting hard for Clarissa Shields. I'm a fan. I think she wins and becomes undisputed.
Yeah. She's still undisputed at middleweight, right?
Yes, she is. I believe so.
So she'll be undisputed simultaneously.
That's some Henry Armstrong stuff. Her accomplishment is strong, man.
Yeah. 2-time Olympic gold medalist, 2-time undisputed simultaneously, and she's looking to make her debut in the UFC. If she pull that off, whew, that's serious. That is serious. That is serious. On the mic, my brother Terence Bailey Senior. Go subscribe to my brother On the Mic with Terence Bailey Senior, man. Let's get him to 1,000 subs, man. Go subscribe to my brother On the Mic with Terence Bailey Senior. Let's get him to 1K, man. Yeah, Kurt, that's some serious accomplishments right there. Like you said, Henry Armstrong type accomplishments, man. That's big business. Well, how you think she gonna fare in the UFC though? I mean, I look at it like this, right, Kurt? I think that she has the will. She has the mentality for it. And I believe she'll work her way into the skill set of it, you know. But if Holly Holmes and Ronda Rousey was more of a you know, but you could have a stand-up game and be successful in the UFC. My thing is this: as long as she's able to defend herself from takedowns, I believe she'll be good. I think that's where a lot of boxers that transition to UFC, Big Theodore Salute, that's where they struggle. I believe they should work relentlessly on Combo Breaker 99 Salute. I think that she should he said she going to PFL, not UFC. Oh, what's the difference? Combo Breaker, what's the difference? Well, you know the difference, Kurt?
No, I don't know much about Bellator, UFC, and PFL. I hate to see fighters fight in the cage because it's so different, man. It's just a different form of combat fighting. But if that's what she want to do, then be my guest. But it's just so different because once they start grappling, that's not a fighter's category. They don't feel comfortable. I remember James Toney and a couple other fighters tried it, but that's what I worry about.
Mm-hmm. Fight to prove my love. Salute. What's the name of it? PFL minor compared to UFC. Combo Breaker said it's minor to the UFC. I mean, it's still a different what you call it, discipline. He said PFL is a different league and different fighters. Okay, Friday, any 777. Carl M says a lower level. Chris Trucker says still MMA. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's still MMA. They might not be on the level of the UFC fighters, but they still practice a certain discipline. You know what I mean? So I believe if she could defend herself from takedown, she could be successful because can't nobody compete with her when she stand up, and she's big too. Kevin Thomas, salute. Yeah, Amanda Nunes, she's not. How's her grappling game is not. I mean, she could defend herself from being taken down. That's the problem. If you can't defend yourself from being taken down, you're in trouble. Nigel Hester, Tone Capone 1, salute. He said a kick can, yeah, that's what I'm saying, could change the game. My brother Bishop, he said she should be good. She's young, in the UFC 3 to 5. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I believe she got the will to do it. You know what I mean? She wants to. 4-ounce gloves with Clarissa Shields, you in trouble, man. You in trouble. But Kurt, go ahead, man. Let's close this out. Let's get out of here, Kurt.
Man, another great show. Thank you, chat. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for your support. We love you guys. Great show. Blue, as always, is the norm for us. Back on this boxing talk, man. We will see you tomorrow. My name is Curtis Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar. Everybody have a good night.
Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow us on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like your shitty videos. G. Harper said Nunez is I think he said black jiu-jitsu. BJJ is a jiu-jitsu black belt, though. Oh, yeah, G. Harp. Yeah, it's tough. That's all we got for y'all, man. Peace.
Peace.